Live on a Sunday afternoon at Utah Grizzlies Hockey, as it's the last of a three-game road trip as the Grizzlies are at Tahoe Blue Event Center to take on the Knight Monsters. Hi, everybody. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's the last of a three-game series in Tahoe. The Grizzlies return to Maverick Center on Wednesday as they continue their set with the Tahoe Knight Monsters. 3 games next week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And don't forget, Saturday is going to be the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night, which will be the final game before the Christmas break. On Thursday in the series opener, Tahoe won 8-2 as Luke Adam had 5 assists, and Tahoe outshot Utah 39-38. Grizzlies did get goals from Aaron Aragon and Luke Manning, but Tahoe was just too much as 13 of their 18 skaters had 1 or more points. Last night, Jake McGrew scored Tahoe's first ever Teddy Bear Toss goal that came a minute 59 into the contest, with Adam and Christensen getting the assist. Tahoe led 1-0 after one period. Briley Wood got Utah on the board as he scored from the left wing 7:09 in. Wood picked up his 7th of the year as he's been outstanding as of late. Cole Fonstad and Derek Dashke picked up the assists. Then the Knight Monsters later in the second period scored 2 goals 13 seconds apart. Troy Loggins, with a great individual effort, got his own rebound and scored his 9th of the year 14-17 in. And then just 13 seconds later, it was Jet Jones redirecting a Brandon Tabakin shot to give the Knight Monsters a 3-1 lead. About a minute later, Dylan Fitz redirected a Kabori Dunn shot, 15:38 in, to cut into the Tahoe lead 3-2. And it stayed a 3-2 game for about 23 minutes. And then Artur Cholach scored on an empty net, 18:47 into the third period. Luke Adam responded 30 seconds later, and he extended Tahoe's lead to 5-2, and that's where it sat, as the Grizzlies have now lost 12 in a row, and Tahoe has been outstanding as of late as they have won 6 in a row, and the Knight Monsters have scored 33 goals over their last 6 games. Well, Utah's hoping that's a different day and a different result, as the Grizzlies did get a key forward back from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. We'll tell you who it is on the other side. We'll also talk about the exploits of Briley Wood and Derek Dashke, who have been outstanding as of late. We're in business on a Sunday afternoon, and you're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Welcome back to the Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face-off is in about 15 minutes from now over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. Well, the Grizzlies get a key forward back as Neil Shea was reassigned to the Grizzlies from the AHL's Colorado Eagles earlier today. In 5 games to start the season for the Grizzlies, Shea had 5 goals and 3 assists. He was a +1, and he had 31 shots, and he had a pretty good 16.1 shooting percentage. Shea had a goal in each of Utah's first 5 games in the regular season. He was called up to the AHL's Colorado Eagles, where he had 1 goal and 2 assists in 8 games. And Neil Shea proved in his first 5 games with Utah that he was a difference maker, and he certainly was that last season with the Newfoundland Growlers. And the Grizzlies are certainly hoping that Neil Shea can provide a bit of a spark to the Grizzlies' offensive attack. And who knows, maybe the losing streak can come to an end tonight. Shea will be wearing number 22, and he will be paired up today with Cole Fonstad and Keaton Mastrodonato. All 3 of those guys have AHL experience, and all 3 of them are very skilled. Fonstad's an outstanding passer and a good playmaker. He's a great skater. Mastrodonato's a great shooter, and Neil Shea is an all-around star with great speed. So I imagine that 3-man forward unit is going to have a big day today as the Grizzlies are looking for a victory against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Briley Wood is on the Grizzlies' top forward line today as he's paired up with Reed Lebster and Cole Gallant. And for Briley Wood, he's got 4 goals in his last 4 games, and he also has 7 points, 5 goals and 2 assists in his last 7 games. Briley Wood's been outstanding as he's got a point in 4 straight, as well as 6 of his last 7 games. Defensively this week, it's been great to have Derek Daschke back. He picked up an assist in the second period last night. He has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. Daschke's been a consistent performer for the Grizzlies as he has a point in 11 of 15 games this season, and he also leads the Grizzlies with 13 assists on the year. Cole Gallant leads all Grizzlies forwards with 12 assists on the season. Both Daschke and Gallant are playing in their 98th professional games today, and that means that if both guys are healthy, knock on wood, on Friday night at Maverick Center, both Gallant and Daschke will appear in their 100th straight game, or their 100th pro game, not in consecutive fashion, but they will both be making their 100th professional appearance. Cole Fonstad's certainly been outstanding. He arrived about a week and a half ago as he came over from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Fonstad has 4 assists in 5 games for the Grizzlies this year. Andrew Nilsson has 3 assists in 5 games for Utah this season. My pick to click is the captain, Gianni Fairbrother, who is tied for 3rd among league defensemen with 6 goals on the season. Utah's going to have to find a way to slow down Tahoe's high-powered offense as the Knight Monsters have 33 goals in their current 6-game winning streak. For the Grizzlies, they got to find a way to tighten things up defensively, but I imagine with Neil Shea coming back in the lineup, it's going to help both the offensive and defensive side of things. When we come back, we will go over the lineups for both teams. We don't have the starters for either side, but we will go over who are the 18 skaters and the starting goaltenders for both teams as well, as it's a rematch of Thursday night's starting goaltending matchup. Vinny Duplessis will get the start for Utah. He'll be going up against Jesper Vikman, who has an NHL contract with the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll come back and go over the lineups for both teams, as looks like a late arriving crowd over at State Line, Nevada. And the Tahoe Knight Monsters, they've been a pretty good team at home this season. They are 8-3-1-1 at home, and overall, they've got a record of 14-6-1-1 as the Knight Monsters are in second place in the 8-team Mountain Division. We'll have the lineups on the other side as you're listening to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Welcome back to the Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. We don't know who the starters are for either side, but we do know who's going to be skating. Let's first go over the lineup for the Utah Grizzlies. We're led by 4th-year head coach Ryan Kanasowicz. Grizzlies have a record of 5-15-2. They're 3-8-1 on the road this season. Vinny Duplessis will get the start. It will be his 5th appearance this season. Vinny's got a record of 0-3-1 with a 5.21 goals against average and .850 save percentage. Duplessis in his first full season as a pro. He played last season at Quinnipiac University, and before that, played 3 different seasons at Boston University from 2020 through 2023. Duplessis will be backed up by Jake Barcheski, who has had 3 relief appearances for the Grizzlies this season. 6 defensemen for Ryan Kanasowicz's crew. Top defensive pairing is going to be Derek Daschke and the captain, Gianni Fairbrother. Fairbrother's got 6 goals on the season, and Derek Daschke has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. James Scher, the University of Calgary product, will be paired up with Big Andrew Nilsson. That's the second defensive pairing. And Kay Jensen, who was robbed of an assist in last night's game on the goal that Dylan Fitz scored. Jensen and Dunn should have gotten the assist on the Fitz goal late in the second period last night. And that's a defensive pairing. For the Grizzlies tonight, the defensive scratches are going to be Brian Hume and Dylan Savenkov. We're not sure who the starters are yet for either side, but we do know that the Grizzlies' top forward line is going to be listed as Reed Webster, Cole Gallant, and Briley Wood. And I'm sure that Gallant is due for a big one tonight, as he's got 12 assists on the season in 22 games. The forward line I'm really excited to see is Neil Shea, who's back after a stint in the AHL. He spent just over a month with Colorado, and he'll be on the left wing second line, and he'll be lined up with Cole Fonstad, the second line center, as well as Keaton Mastrodonato, who has 1 assist in 3 games. Mastrodonato has 13 games of AHL experience this season with the Colorado Eagles. Before that, he's got a bit of experience with the Texas Stars. Last year, he played in 19 games with Texas and had 4 goals. And before that, had 2 games of experience right after his college career ended at Canisius College, following a very successful senior year where he had 16 goals and 20 assists in 42 games. Third forward line will be Craig Armstrong. He'll be on the left wing. Third line center is Luke Manning, and Dylan Fitz will be on the right wing. And Fitz has been given the Tahoe Knight Monsters all sorts of issues, as Fitz has 3 goals and 2 assists against Tahoe this season. Mick Messner will be on the left wing. On the fourth line, he'll be lined up next to Cade Nilsson and Cameron Buell. Forward scratches for the Grizzlies include Blake Wells, Aaron Aragon, Adam Berg, Tyson Upper, and Braden Nicoletts. For the Tahoe Knight Monsters, they will start Jesper Vikman in net. Vikman has a record of 8-1-1 with a 2.77 goals against average and .909 save percentage. Beekman has good size at 6'4" and 205 pounds. He is 22 years old, out of Stockholm, Sweden. Beekman has an NHL contract with the Vegas Golden Knights. Last season, he split time with Savannah in this league, as well as the AHL's Henderson Silver Knights. Jordan Paperny, who got the win last night in net, will be the backup. First forward line for Tahoe includes Sloan Stanek, who's been one of the best rookies in the league. He has 8 goals and 13 assists this year. First line center is the Post Falls, Idaho native Bear Hughes, and Simon Pinard is on the right wing first line. All 3 of those guys have AHL contracts with Henderson. Troy Logan scored a big goal in the second period last night. He'll be lined up in the second line left wing. Jet Jones is the second line center. Jones had 1 goal and 1 assist last night, and he's been tough on the Grizzlies. Patrick Knowles got a goal in 3 of his last 4 games. He'll be the second line right wing wearing number 14. Blake Christensen will be wearing number 81. He's the third line left wing. And Luke Adam, who's got 6 assists in his last 2 games, will be the third line center. And Jake McGrew, last night's number 1 star with 1 goal and 1 assist. He's the third line right wing. Fourth line from left to right is Chris Dodaro, Adam Robbins, and Anthony Collins. The top defensive pairing for Tahoe is Artur Cholach and Brennan Kapchek. Cholach has an AHL contract with Henderson, and he scored the empty netter at 18:47 into the second period. Brandon Tabakin's going to be paired up with Nate Callan tonight, and the third defensive pairing is Elijah Vilio and Jake Johnson. Should be a fun one this afternoon, kind of a late arriving crowd, as I'm not sure what the weather looks like in Tahoe. I know it snowed quite a bit yesterday, as the Grizzlies are looking for a victory. They're looking for standings points of any kind, as they want to get a little bit of positive momentum heading off the road trip and heading back to Maverick Center for 3 straight games. And it's going to be a fun one this week in Maverick Center, a fun 3-game set against this same Tahoe Knight Monsters team. Don't forget that Wednesday night is a Bud Light Wednesday, and that'll be at 7:10. The second game of the series at Maverick Center is going to be an AFCU Friday, and Saturday is going to be the Teddy Bear Toss as well as Ugly Sweater Night. Your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. Grizzlies have played outstanding over the last 2 Ugly Sweater Nights, and the Grizzlies are hoping for a big one on Saturday night against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Face off all 3 nights next week in Maverick Center will be at 7 o'clock. Although I imagine, now that it's Sunday, we can probably call it a new week. We can say this week, Grizzlies will be back at home, and Utah will be looking to gain a little bit of positive momentum, as obviously today is the 3rd game in 4 days. So both teams should have enough energy and enough petro to get through the 60-minute affair. The referees tonight are 2 of them, Tyler Haskell and Chris Conway. The linesmen are John Shaw and Austin Bove. The light show is going on in Tahoe, as they're going to introduce the starting lineup of the Knight Monsters. And if you want Grizzlies season tickets, go to UtahGrizzlies.com, or during weekdays, call 801-988-8000. That's 801-988-8000. And when you come to a Grizzlies game, make sure to go to the Grizzlies team store and get some of your merchandise. After all, you're talking about the holiday season. What better gift to give to your loved ones than the gift of Utah Grizzlies hockey? There's a lot of great stuff at the team store. There's a couple of those hoodies and sweatshirts that have the Grizzlies throwback logo on them, as after all, the Grizzlies are celebrating their 30th season of professional hockey in the Salt Lake Valley. And so you can carry on Utah's pro hockey tradition, as you can get those Christmas gifts with the throwback logos on it. And there's a lot of great stuff at the Grizzlies team store. I'm going to have to stop by later on this week and get some gifts as well. Hopefully I'll see you over at the team store before a Grizzlies game this week against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Well, looks like both teams are heading on the ice. Tahoe is in a white jersey with teal numbers and black trim, black on the shoulders. It's a very sharp-looking uniform, although we're still trying to figure out exactly what a Night Monster is, although based on the logo, it looks like a horse on steroids that likes to fight. And for the Grizzlies, they are wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. It's a battle of a ferocious brown bear against a mythological fighting horse. At least I imagine that's what a Night Monster is. I tried to Google it. The only thing I could find is the Tahoe Knight Monsters. It does look like Tahoe is starting their top forward line, as Sloan Stanek is standing out there along with Bear Hughes and Simone Pinard. Their top defensive pairing looks like are also starting. The starters have been listed now on the ECHL app. And for the Grizzlies, they're going to start out with the forward line of Masha Donato, Shea, and Fonstad, and a defensive pairing of Derek Dashke and Gianni Fairbrother. Goaltending matchup has Vinny Duplessis starting for the Grizzlies and Jesper Vikman getting the start for the Tahoe Knight Monsters. That was the same starting goaltending matchup we had on Thursday night in the series opener. We'll come back and have face-off on the other side as I'm hanging out at the Grizz Cave right next to the Grizzlies team store, where they got all that great Christmas shopping stuff, and we'll have face-off here on the other side. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
It's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Tahoe Knight Monsters in the last of a 3-game road trip. Grizzlies have Neil Shea back as he was reassigned to the Grizzlies from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. He'll be wearing number 22, and he's in the starting lineup with Keaton Mastrodonato and the starting center, Cole Fonstad, a defensive pairing of Gianni Fairbrother and Derek Dashke. Tyler Haskell and Chris Conway are the two referees. Grizzlies will be skating from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports, and I beg for a a little bit of forgiveness and patience, as unfortunately with these video feeds on the remote broadcast, it's almost impossible to get a lot of the key details that you need to have to describe the game. Barry Hughes will take the draw. He's got Pinard to his right and Stanek to his left. Haskell, the referee, drops the puck, and we're underway as the Knight Monsters win the face-off. Somebody off the screen gets it to center ice for Pinard. He'll bank it off the near boards. Knight Monsters in the attack zone, but they're called for offside as we get a whistle 8 seconds into the game. Everybody make your pick to click as to who's going to be the star of the game for the Grizzlies. I'm going to go with Neil Shea, although I do think that Cole Gallant is due for a big one. And hey, how about Gianni Fairbrother as well? Fonstan out there. He started with Shea and Machadonado. Tahoe wins the draw, and they'll loft it in. Barczewski out of his net will kick it towards the near corner as the Knight Monsters right side. Pinard, he's in the high slot. He'll fire towards the net, and that's blocked. Fairbrother will push it ahead towards Machadonado as he'll get it to the left side for Fonstad. Toe drag, skates in, backhand shot. That goes wide. Beekman might have gotten a piece of it. We're 35 seconds in. Still no score. As Tahoe out to center ice, and they tried to drive it in. Looks like, well, something happened off the screen, and the Knight Monsters ended up offside 40 seconds in. Draws give it new tries. Gallant's out there with Wood to his right and Lebster to his left. Knight Monsters win the draw as they'll dump it in. James Shearer chasing after it. Now behind Utah's net, both teams battle. Grizzlies over in the right corner. Gallant trying to get towards Dashke. Now right side, Jet Jones with a shot, and that misses just high as Grizzlies out to neutralize. Grizzlies, right wing, cross center ice. Wood dumps it in. Lebster chasing after it as he gets there about the same time as the Knight Monster. Glass goes swaying back and forth. Action behind Beekman's net. Tahoe will skate around their net to the near side. Knight Monsters out to center, and dumping it in is Nate Callan, one of 6 defensemen. As over to the far side, Dunn over to Jensen. Both guys had an assist on the Fitz School in the second period yesterday. Up ahead, Grizzlies. Armstrong will bounce one onto Manning. He overskates it. Fitz takes the puck. He'll skate towards the right side. He'll take a righty shot that goes wide. Puck to the left side, and it squirts out to center ice. Jensen overskates it. Tahoe will fire it diagonally to the left. Pass goes tape to tape. Left wing. Lefty shot. Glove saved by Vinny, and he holds on with 18-12 left in the first. We're just getting underway, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy part of Sunday with us. Third game in 4 days. Tahoe won 8-2 on Thursday. And then last night, the Grizzlies put together a pretty good battle, and really the 5-2 Tahoe win really wasn't a reflection on how the game really went. Grizzlies really put together a good effort. Luke Adam, who's got 6 assists in his last 2 games. Adam, 90 games of NHL experience, 87 of them with Buffalo. He also has 3 games of NHL time with Columbus about a decade ago. As Knight Monsters win the draw, as Jake Johnson, a defenseman, skates towards the far side, now around the net as he gets challenged by Manning. Manning delivers a good thump over in the far corner. Now the puck to Adam behind the net. He throws it out in front. It glanced off a Grizzlies stick. Utah will race out to neutralize. Grizzlies cross center, and Fitz will loft it ahead. Dashke trying to get it out in front towards Armstrong. Puck ended up behind the net. Manning and Armstrong deliver a good push on Jake McGrew, last night's #1 star. Near side, Tahoe will throw it behind their net for Vilio, who skates towards the far side. Now he stops and reverses his feel. Vilio now stands behind Beekman, and he'll push it to the near corner as Tahoe will direct it out to center ice left wing, and the Knight Monsters dump it in as puck rolls around. Now it reverses back to the left side as Cholach gets pushed by Buell. Puck ends up kicking out to center ice off the screen. Now Messner gathers it. He'll skate to the right side. It taps off of his stick. Buell right side. He'll fire lefty shot that goes wide. Tahoe runs it down near boards. They'll push it ahead 20 feet, and the puck ends up exiting to center ice. Grizzlies will fire it back in, and the Knight Monsters will reset, skating from left to right. Grizzlies from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports. Knight Monsters racing to the attack zone. Adam Robbins, a speedy one, will skate horizontally to the right. Now he skates towards the net. Centering pass out in front, bounced off a Grizzly, and Vinny will get the skipping puck over in the far goal line, and he'll cover up as we get a whistle with 16:50 left in the first. Tahoe's taken one shot on Duplessis. That was from the left wing on a lefty shot. Grizzlies have yet to fire away officially on Jesper Vikman. Vikman, a native of Stockholm, Sweden. Grizzlies have the forward line of Cole Fonstad out there with Neil Shea and Keaton Mastrodonato. If you joined us late, Neil Shea earlier today was reassigned to the Grizzlies from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Barry Hughes will take the draw against Mastrodonato, and Mastro wins it. Puck to the far corner. Now Tahoe gets it left side. Knight Monsters will chip it back to the corner that was vacated as Nilsson gets pushed by Stanek. Now Shearer rolls it along the far boards for Mastrodonato, hikes it out to center ice. Pinard gathers the puck. He skates back into his own end as he'll push it across as the puck goes to Brandon Tabakin. He'll feed it horizontally. Now another defenseman, we believe that's Callan, will knock it ahead. Shearer over to Nilsson for the Grizzlies, out to Fonstad, far side. As he'll chip it in, Mastrodonato chases after it, but Tahoe gets their two strides in front of him, and that was Nate Callan, a defenseman who does stay back quite a bit. He's got 4 goals this season. Grizzlies get it back at center ice. Lebster will push it back to Dashke. Dashke dangles the puck. Now he'll slide it to his right. Grizzlies will drop it back for Dashke, who diagonals it to the right side at center ice. Pass connects. Grizzlies dump it in. And now puck towards the near goal line. Wood with a shot, saved by Vikman. Fairbrother gets spun around, centering pass, shot, saved by Vikman again. Now the puck kicks towards the far corner. Lebster gets the loose puck. He'll roll it around the net for Gallant, who gets up top to Dashke. Across to Fairbrother, right side off the boards. Fairbrother skates towards the corner, drops it back to the right point. Grizzlies, I believe that's Briley Wood, throws it behind the net. Now Wood accepted it behind the net, so I'm not sure who was at the point. Dashke trying to get it back towards Wood. It's taken away. Tahoe moves it out to center ice. As they ricochet it off the far boards, Grizzlies get it back. Utah snaps it out to center ice for Dashke, who pushed it across. Jet Jones gets it off the boards. He'll skate in. Left wing. Lefty shot goes wide. Finney might have gotten a piece of it with his left pad. Grizzlies make a very quick line change. Manning's out there with Fitz and Armstrong. Tahoe over the attack line. Far side. Grizzlies push it out to center. Manning tries to race it down. Tahoe gets there 2 steps in front of him. And now puck to the far corner. Grizzlies get it back to Manning. He's at the near goal line. Diagonals it towards Jensen, who swings and misses on a centering pass. Dunn moves it across the right side. Righty shot is blocked away. Might have gotten wide. Tough to spot the puck sometimes. Manning towards the right point for Jensen, but the puck lands off his stick out to neutralize. Grizzlies reset. Utah skates back in from the right wing as Fitz dances around. Now he stops, gets it back towards the right point. Jensen rolls it around for Armstrong. He's in the near boards. Armstrong thought about getting it to Dunn. Instead lofts it, and the puck ended up about 5 feet in front of him. Tahoe wings it out to the left side. Now the Knight Monsters trying to find a cutting Jake McGrew. He was nowhere near the net, so the puck ends up chipping back to center ice. Tahoe races after it in their own zone. As we're about 6 minutes in, still no score. Grizzlies have taken 2 shots. The Tahoe's 1. Anthony Collins, right wing, righty shot is blocked away by Vinny, and it goes out of play with 14:07 left in the first. Anthony Collins, one of those guys, he's got over a decade worth of experience, and he gets a lot of velocity on his shots. He has 3 goals in 22 games this season. Draw's going to be in the right circle of the Grizzlies zone. So Utah's put together a pretty good effort here in the first segment of play. Cade Nilsson will take the draw. Nilsson this season has 3 goals and 6 assists in 19 games for the Grizz, first-year pro. And the puck goes out to center ice. Good poke check by Cameron Buell as Chris Dodaro was trying to feed it up top in the far point. Knight Monsters skating from left to right, get towards center ice as they muscle their way past Cameron Buell. Puck to center ice. Buell gets it back. He'll slide it back to a defenseman. Long-range pass to the left. Kicks off a Tahoe stick. Knight Monsters race after it. And now Messner was trailing the play at a glance off of his stick. Knight Monsters get it back. They're still in their own zone. As Tahoe out to the left side. Pass off to Darrow's stick. He'll regather it and fire it in. As Duplessis will roll along the near boards towards Neil Shea, who's got a goal in all 5 games of the Utah. He'll move it to his right. Now back to the left side. Off the boards for Fonstad deep in the Tahoe zone. He tried to center it. It glanced off a Tahoe stick. Now around the net. Mastrodonato gets it towards the high slot for Fonstad. He'll move it to Fairbrother on the right side. Now to Shea. Shea over in the far corner. Mastrodonato tries to run it down. Tahoe skates towards the near side. Dashke collides with the Knight Monster as the puck kicks towards the end boards. Tahoe gathers it, and they'll slice it out of the zone. And it looks like it's going to be icing as whistle blows with an even 13 minutes left in the first period. We mentioned that forward line of Mastrodonato, Fonstad, and Shea. All 3 of those guys have AHL experience. Shea, obviously, this season appearing in 8 games with Colorado. Before that, spent a little bit of time. He spent 1 game with the Toronto Marlies. I think also played with one other AHL team. As the Knight Monsters win the draw, and they will ice the puck. And this time it's called once again. Dashke ran it down, 12:53 left in the first. Mastrodonado had 13 games with Colorado this season, and also 23 games with the Texas Stars over a 2-season stretch. And Cole Fonstad 2 years ago had a really good AHL season where he had 15 goals and 15 assists in 70 games with the Cleveland Monsters. Fonstad had 2 full seasons with the Cleveland Monsters, appearing in 115 games, scoring 24 goals and 26 assists. Tahoe lifts it out to center ice. Dashke will push it ahead left wing. It goes past Lebster. Gallant chasing after it. Vilio gets there first. Vilio rams into a Grizzly as Gallant spins it back along the near boards. Dashke collects it over in the left point. He'll fire towards the net. Saved by Viekman. Everybody hacking away. Puck still loose as it rolls towards the near boards. Tahoe tries to clear it out of the zone, and they do, as a race out to center ice. Now right wing, Stanek skates towards his left. He's in the offensive zone. Now he's in the left point. He'll chip it across. Knight Monsters right side, righty shot. Glove save by Duplessis. As cutting in and taking the shot was Brennan Kapchek. Duplessis made a nice glove save about shoulder high. No score, about 7.5 minutes in. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Still no score over in Tahoe. I believe it's actually called State Line, Nevada, as Vinny Duplessis and the Grizzlies are off to a pretty good start. There is 12 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first. It's one of 5 games in the league this afternoon. Both teams have 3 shots. Briley Wood has 2, and Derek Dashke has the other shot. For Tahoe, Anthony Collins, Blake Christensen, and Brennan Kapchek have their 3 shots. Knight Monsters slide it out towards Pennard. He gets in the high slot. He'll skate towards his left. Now he stops. He's in the left point, and now he'll fire it over to the right wing. Off the boards, Stanek gets up top. Kapchek will slide it to his left. Knight Monsters back around the net as Barry Hughes tried to move it out in front. Nobody was home. Pennard over in the left point. He'll push it to his left. Now the Knight Monsters skate in left wing as Cholach lost the puck. Grizzlies fanned on clearing it out as they tried to shovel it out of the zone. Now the puck at the line. Grizzlies kick it out, literally. Good defensive work by Craig Armstrong, who comes off the ice. Mick Messner enters. Tahoe re-enters from the left side. They try to slide it across. Grizzlies occupied a Knight Monster who was cutting towards the net. Good job by Kabori Dunn. Grizzlies ice the puck as we get a whistle with 11:26 left in the first. So draw is going to come back towards Vinny Duplessis, who's making his 6th appearance with the Grizzlies. He had 2 appearances last year, and this is his 4th game this season. Actually, it's his 5th game this season. That would make that his 7th appearance as a pro. Dylan Fitz will take the draws out there with Luke Manning. Manning's been very active so far. McMessner's on that line as well. Jet Jones will take the draw for Tahoe. He's an outstanding face-off man. This time the draw is won by Tahoe, left wing, as the Knight Monsters dance in the high slot. Tambuchan will slide it ahead. And now Patrick Newell, right wing, lefty shot goes wide. Knight Monsters skate around, wrap around shot, saved by Duplessis. That shot was taken by Tambuchan. Grizzlies will toss it out to center ice. Loggins will throw it back to the left side. Knight Monsters get around Dunn. Tahoe skates around the near goal line, looking for the wraparound. They fake it. Knight Monsters back to the left side. Righty shot. That goes wide. A lot of traffic out in front. Tahoe usually does that. Knight Monsters to the right side as they'll skate towards the right point. Jet Jones has a glance off his stick. He runs it down at center ice. Jones now across the center, the offensive blue line, gets around Kabori Dunn. Jones now around Utah's net. Dunn holds up Jones. Now taking the puck is Patrick Knowles. He gets pushed in the right shoulder. Jones gets up top, but the puck goes past Filio. Fonstad runs it down left side. A fan stands in the way as they're standing towards the net, and the Grizzlies couldn't get a shot off. Literally, a fan was walking in front of us as Fonstad was thinking about taking a shot. Hey, down in front. As the Grizzlies get it back as they'll chip it across to Dashke's at the near goal line, as he will plop it across towards Masher Donato. He'll slide it off the near boards. Dashke gets it the Utah line. He will sky it past Fairbrother, and it goes all the way down for an icing as we have 10 minutes and 1 second left in the first. So we're halfway through the first. We haven't seen a ton of shots either way. Grizzlies have 5 and the Night Monsters have 3, according to the score bug. Who knows what happened? Maybe Fonstad took a shot while that guy was standing in front of us, and hey, maybe it would have been a pretty good look. The problem is, unlike Maverick Center, where I can stand up and look over somebody, I can't do that on the video screen. Luke Adam will take the draw against Masher Donato, who's in his 4th game with the Grizzlies this year. Tahoe wins the draw. Left point. Lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. And Vinny holds on as the shot was snatched about waist high. Grizzlies will get Nilsson out there with Shearer. It looks like we got a timeout. We're halfway through the first period. No score over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
9 minutes and 55 seconds are left in the first period. There's still no score. Grizzlies skating from right to left in their black jerseys with white numbers and professional green trim. Tahoe in the white for the 3rd straight game. Night Monsters win the draw left side. Over to Adams. One-timer saved by Duplessis. Grizzlies skate towards the near boards in their own zone as Lebster collided with the Night Monster. Puck goes back to center ice, and Tahoe will plop it back in, but the puck ends up out of play. 9 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first. Draw is going to be either in the Grizzlies zone or it's going to be at neutral ice. Looks like it's going to be a neutral zone draw near the Grizzlies bench. The bench areas, is the way we're seeing it, are on the near side, so it's tough to really tell motion, description, anything like that. And the Grizzlies bench is on the right side of center ice at neutral ice, and the Night Monsters bench is on the left side. Grizzlies win the draw. Nielsen runs it down as he's over in the far circle of his zone across to Jensen. He'll push it ahead. Puck goes to Lebster, who dumps it in. Chasing after it is Gallant. Tahoe gets there first with Artur Cholach, who had an empty net goal last night. Puck back to center ice for Nilsson. He'll slide it ahead, but Tahoe took it away. Night Monsters enter 2-on-2 as McGrew got his stick lifted by Nilsson. Now Nilsson gets it. He'll toss it ahead left side. Night Monsters took it away. Down the left wing. Lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Puck back to the right side. Now behind the net, Adam, usually in his office, dropped it off. Wraparound shot, saved by Duplessis. Puck to the high slot as Jake Johnson, left point, will fire it off the end boards. And now the puck to the near side. Grizzlies will backhand it to center ice, does Cade Nilsson. He'll come off for a change as the puck's still alive. Tahoe in their own end as they're being very patient with their approach. Blue line to blue line pass is knocked in. Somebody got a piece of it at the Utah line. Puck back to center ice. Tahoe will slide it across. And dumping it back in is Cholach. As Dashke will tap it ahead. Grizzlies to the left wing. They'll get it to Armstrong. He'll skate over the attack line. He'll stop before he got to the near corner. Trying to get towards Fitz. Fitz holds up a Night Monster. Manning gets pushed in the back by Cholach. Armstrong looking nearby, as is Adam Robbins. Grizzlies come out of the pile with the puck. They'll throw it to the right point for Fairbrother. He'll backhand it back in deep towards the area that was just in the scrum. Everybody vacated that spot. As Fairbrother delivers a hit on Cholach. Puck up top to Armstrong. It glanced off of his stick back to neutral ice. Armstrong will toss out the far board, so retreat defensively. As Robbins races past Armstrong, he's on the left side. He'll drop it off. Now back towards Robbins. He couldn't accept the centering pass as the pass is too hot to handle. Grizzlies move it back to center ice. Tahoe regathers. Knight Monsters couldn't handle it. Shearer out to center ice. Grizzlies will knock it in as Buell chasing after it. Knight Monster gets there first. Buell continues to chase him towards the near corner in the Tahoe zone. Buell now battles. He tried to jab it towards the corner. Puck back to the point. The puck slings around the boards. Utah over in the right point. They're in the offensive zone as Nilsson will push it ahead to Cade Nilsson. Those guys are spelled differently, and they're from different countries. Nilsson from England and Andrew Nilsson from Canada. Andrew Nilsson, right point, shot goes wide. Now Shearer tried to center it out in front to Buell. Pass goes wide of the mark as Buell got his stick lifted before he could get the puck. As Utah out to center ice, Knight Monsters get the bouncing puck. They'll enter 2-on-3. Tahoe, left side, lefty shot and a score. And it's Sloan Stanek getting his 9th of the year. He's been one of the best rookies in the league. 2-on-3, but Stanek found a good look over in the left circle, and he just roofed it past Finney. And the Knight Monsters score first. 13:06 into the contest. The lights go flickering on and off. Tahoe just kind of dropped it for Stanek, and then Stanek fired it past Duplessis. Simone Pinard's going to get an assist, and after Pinard celebrated the goal, Andrew Nilsson pushed him along the end boards. And Nilsson is going to get a penalty for that, as Pinard dropped it for Stanek, and then once Stanek scored, Nilsson gave him a cross-check in the back as Pinard was celebrating along the end wall of the Grizzlies zone. So not only does Tahoe score a goal, but they get on the power play for 2 minutes. As Nilsson got 2 minutes, we're not sure what the penalty was, as we didn't get to see the signal. Tahoe leads 1-0 as Newell rolls it in. Now back to the left side. Adam let it go past him. Grizzlies one shorthanded goal this season. Neil Shea races down the middle. He's going to break away, take a lefty shot. And looks like it was stopped by Viekman. We were looking for a celebration. There wasn't one there. And Shea almost looked like he disappeared. We're looking for the light to go off or something. Viekman must have made a save as it stays a 1-0 game, but the Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw. Neil Shea with his speed just accelerated down the middle of the ice. As Tahoe wins the draw. We were trying to figure out what happened to Shea's shot, and we couldn't get it. Didn't have any answers for about 5 seconds. Tahoe enters from the right wing after they won the face-off. Knight Monsters, right side, get it towards Newell. Newell will fake it towards Loggins. Now he gets it to Loggins, who skates towards the right side. He'll push it back to Newell, over to Loggins, who centers it out towards McGrew. Now back behind the net. Newell danced around, and Utah took it away from him. Grizzlies will fire it all the way towards Viekman on the fly. Viekman snatched it about waist high, and he'll drop the puck about 5 feet in front of him to keep the play alive. Halfway through Andrew Nilsson's minor penalty. Tahoe on the power play for the first time this evening, 20.3% on the season. As the Knight Monsters back to the right side. Pinard gets around a pile. He looked to center it towards Hughes. Pass goes wide. Grizzlies will re-enter as they race into the attack zone. Shea trying to center it to Masher Donato. Shot! And a save by Viekman. Puck goes to the far side. Tahoe responds as they cross center. Knight Monsters over the line, 3-on-2. Jones moves back to the left side. Shot and a score. Jones to Pinard to the back of the net. As Simone Pinard gets his team leading 14th of the year. And the Knight Monsters have taken a 2-0 lead. The Grizzlies were quick in the transition game with Masher Donato and Shea. And then Tahoe came back in. They had a 3-on-2. Jones was in the right wing. He slid it across to Pinard, and Pinard roofed it over Vinny. So it's now a 2-0 Tahoe lead as we're back to skating 5-on-5. Just a classic odd man break after the Grizzlies had some momentum coming back on the offensive end. And then once Mastrodonato's shot was stymied by Viekman, Tahoe was quick in the transition game to turn defense into offense, especially on the power play. They did so in an instant. Tahoe wins the draw, though, dumping in behind his net. Duplessis will lay it for Dashke. Now Dashke races to the right side as he'll push it ahead to center ice. Grizzlies will plop it in. Webster, left side, skates around Tahoe's net towards the far side. He gets challenged by Tabakin. Puck to the right side. Wood delivers a back check on Knight Monster, and that's to Darrell. Now behind the net, Beekman looks over his left shoulder. Tahoe comes out of the pile with the puck. Knight Monsters will waft it out to center ice. It's gloved by Dashke. He'll saucer it out to the right side off the boards. Grizzlies re-enter. As Gallant skates towards the corner, he gets challenged by a Knight Monster. He tried to drop it for Wood. Now a 2-on-2 battle over in the far boards. Puck goes up top to Kabori Dunn. He'll fire towards the net, and it's blocked in the slot. Tahoe up ahead. They were looking for a pass in Grizzlies territory. Pass goes wide of the mark. Dunn gets it off the end boards. They'll get it across to Jensen. 4.5 minutes left in the first period. Tahoe leads 2-0. Armstrong dumped it in as he was being occupied by Kapchek. Puck to the right wing. Grizzlies fire towards the net, and a blocker saved by Viekman. Now left side, Nilsson fires to the net. That's blocked over in the slot about 10 feet in front of Viekman. As Tahoe will hike it out to center ice. Puck goes back towards Jensen. He solicits it ahead to center ice. Grizzlies fire it in. 4 minutes left in the first. Armstrong battles in the far corner. Luke Adam in the area as well. As Luke Manning trying to get it out in front. The only guy there was a Knight Monster. Racing out to center ice is Luke Adam. He'll push it to his left. McGrew over the line. He gets it to Cholot, who dances around. He's in the left wing. He'll slide it around the boards. McGrew skates behind the net to get it. He centers it out in front. It glances off of Fitz' ankle. Fitz gets it. He'll skate to center ice. Fitz from neutral ice fires a righty shot. Glove saved by Viekman. He'll drop it to keep the play alive. 3:27 and counting left in the first. 2-0 Knight Monsters. They'll push it out to the far corner of the Grizzlies zone. Grizzlies will lunge to get it out. And now Tahoe back into Grizzlies ice, right wing. Skating in's Patrick Newell. He'll center it. Lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Rebound to the left circle. Now Newell down the middle. Take a shot, and that's blocked. Now Jet Jones off the end boards. Chips it into the back of the net. Jet Jones has made it a 3-0 game. As well, he's really killed the Grizzlies this season. Jones gets his 8th of the year. The Grizzlies are hoping this one doesn't get away from them early. Shot was taken from the slot, and it bounced off the end boards, and Jones was just Johnny on the spot. He got there before a Grizzly did. Newell took the shot from the slot. It bounced off the glass. Jones got the bouncing puck, and then he just, near the goal line, just kind of crowded it and fired it past Vinny. And for the Grizzlies, who are on a current 12-game losing streak, you have to hope that they're not looking at the bench going, here we go again. As Utah played well the first 14 or 15 minutes, but Tahoe has responded quickly. As the Knight Monsters out towards the middle, Pinard, he danced around with Dashke in the area. And now Dashke trying to fire it to neutral ice. Puck Hippodyop's back to center, but the Knight Monsters are in control. Boy, Tahoe's really done a good job with puck control in this series. Knight Monsters move it ahead, but nobody was home. Icing is on Tahoe as there's 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first. So 3 goals in the first period. Sloan Stanek scored 13:06 in. Pinard got a power play goal, 14:37 in. And then 2 minutes and 18 seconds after that, 16:55 in. Jet Jones scored, as it's a lot of the big guns for Tahoe getting it done here in the first period. Grizzlies over the attack zone, and they'll drop it over in the far corner. And Tahoe will plop it back into the Grizzlies zone, running it down to Cade Jensen. 2:30 and counting left in the first. Jensen will push it to the right side. Long-range pass. Shea gets it. Shea gets it towards Fonstad, who gets occupied. Now Fonstad dances around to the right side. He'll get it up top to Dunn, but it goes off his stick out to center ice. Jensen skates back into the Grizzlies zone. He'll throw a horizontal pass out to Dunn, who gets to center ice. Dunn skates around 2 Knight Monsters. He's to the right side. He'll push the puck towards the end boards and chase after it. Dunn up top to Nilsson. He's on the left side. Nilsson occupied in the point. He'll fire it across to Mastrodonado, who dances around in the right point. Mastrodonado slides it to Webster, who gets to Gallant along the near boards. He dances around with it. Gallant will push it to the near corner as Grizzlies get it back up top to Gallant. He's in the high slot. Gallant will get it to the far goal line. Now back towards Lebster. Tahoe picked it off. Dunn back defensively. Knight Monsters have a 2-on-2. They skate towards the left side, and Dunn with a great job as he dove in front of a Knight Monster to take the puck away from them. Now left point, shot is blocked. Nielsen gets pushed along the end boards. Glasgow swaying back and forth. Grizzlies will advance it out to center ice where it's gloved and dropped by Adam. He'll push it to his left. Grizzlies take it away. Utah crosses center ice. Manning dumps it in. Wood chasing after it. Puck in the far corner. Wood delivers a hit, but Tahoe comes out with the puck. As Cholach will bounce it off the near boards. It hits the top of the boards and skips out to center ice. Grizzlies will curl back in. Wood over in the near corner. He battles as he pushes a Knight Monster along the boards as Wood is shadowing a Knight Monster like a hawk, and that was cap check on the other side for Tahoe. As the Knight Monsters still in their own zone, as they'll get it across towards cap check. Grizzlies make a line change. 45 seconds left in the period. And now the puck into the Grizzlies zone. McGrew, right side, righty shot. That's blocked by Duplessis. And the puck goes all the way out to center ice. Tahoe back at neutral ice. They cross center ice. They'll get it towards Loggins, the Utah line. Loggins right side, centering pass connects. Backhand shot. Saved by Duplessis. What a stop by Vinny. That was very similar to what he had in the first period on Thursday. On a breakaway down the middle. 20 seconds left in the period. Fitz gets it towards Shea. He's along the near boards, and he will sky it into the Knight Monster zone. Dashke chasing after it as fast as he can. He's not playing 100%. Home run pass connects. Tahoe at the Utah line. Far point shot is gloved by Duplessis, and he'll bank it off the end boards. Grizzlies will run out the time. And boy, a bad 4-minute stretch for the Grizzlies. Netted 3 Tahoe goals, and just like that, the Grizzlies are down a field goal after one period. So the Grizzlies once again are going to have to play catch up, although the second periods have been good frames for them so far this season. But the Grizzlies, who are a team that's looking for confidence, they picked up Neil Shea today from Colorado. Well, you were hoping that this would be a good first 20 minutes, and the Grizzlies really played well the first 13 minutes. But goals by Sloan Stanek, Simone Pinard, and Patrick Newell, or Jet Jones. Newell assisted on the Jones goal, 16:55 in, as the Knight Monsters scored 3 goals in the span of 3 minutes and 49 seconds. We'll see if the Grizzlies can regroup as Tahoe leads 3-0 after one period. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes. We'll also go over some NFL scores and some NHL scores on this Sunday afternoon. After one period, it's Tahoe 3, Utah 0. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
After one period, Tahoe 3, Utah 0. A Knight Monster mascot, I guess his name is Tessie. He wears the number 00. He throws some stuffed animals into the stands. As it's Tahoe's last game before the Christmas break. It looks like a very festive atmosphere over in State Line, Nevada. And really, if you're the Grizzlies, and we're trying not to mention it too much, but the Grizzlies have lost 12 in a row, which ties a franchise record. And Tahoe really is with just that 4-minute stretch where the Night Monsters scored 3 goals in the span of 3 minutes and 46 seconds to turn a scoreless game into a 3-0 Tahoe lead. Night Monsters got on the board 13:06 in as Sloan Stanek got his 9th of the year. Simon Pinard with the assist. It was just almost your classic 2-on-1, if I remember the play. Pinard was just skating towards the left side. Stanek ended up scoring. I don't really remember the play that well. Time and goal, 13:06 in. Pinard was on the left wing, just kind of dropped it for Stanek, and then Stanek fired it past Duplessis. And as Pinard was celebrating, Andrew Nilsson along the end boards just kind of roughed up Pinard. Got a piece of him along the end boards as Pinard was celebrating the assist. And Nilsson picked up a roughing minor, 13:06 into the first period. Late in the power play, Grizzlies had what looked to be a 2-on-2, maybe a 2-on-1. Shea and Mastrodonato were on the give and go. Mastrodonato took a shot, and then Viekman made the save. And then Tahoe was very quick in the transition game. They got into the offensive zone, 3-on-2. Jones was in the right wing, got it across to Pinard. Pinard was on the left side, accepted the puck, and fired it past Duplessis for a power play goal, 14:37 in. It's Pinard's team leading 14th of the year. Jones and Bear Hughes picked up the assists. Tahoe is 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Then the Night Monsters, a couple minutes later, 16:52 in, made it a 3-0 game. Newell took a shot from the low slot that went wide. It bounced off the glass, and then the puck just kind of bounced along the near goal line behind the goal line. Jones got the puck and almost in one motion just got in front of the goal line, got himself a shooting angle, and fired it past Duplessis to make it a 3-0 game. Jones's goal was scored 16:52 in. It's his 8th of the year. Newell and Loggins picked up the assists. So for Tahoe, it's really been their big guns, their top 2 forward lines that have combined for their 3 goals here so far in the first period. For the Grizzlies, they had 5 shots. Briley Wood had 2. Dashke, Andrew Nilsson, and Gianni Fairbrother each had 1 shot. For Tahoe, it was a very balanced attack. Jet Jones already has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. He was the only Night Monster to have more than 1 shot in the period. Jones is a +2. Remember, he was out there for the power play goal as well. 9 other Night Monsters have 1 shot each, including Stanek and Pinard, who each scored a goal. So for the Grizzlies, who are looking for some confidence and looking to kind of get something to build on, well, it looked like they played pretty well defensively for the first 13 minutes and showed a little bit of spirit. Unfortunately, once the Night Monsters got that first goal, and really, you don't want to get on a player too much, but taking that penalty after the first goal, giving them a power play, just kind of carried on that momentum. And then Tahoe scored on the power play, and then a couple minutes later, where they were able to get a wide open shot in the low slot, and there was just nobody there to occupy Jet Jones, who was just hanging out the near goal line. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies here to start the season, really it's kind of been a constant thing throughout the year. Just leaving, I don't know if it's assignment sound hockey or whatever that's been missing, but it's just wide open guys out in front of the net. It just, when the shot goes wide, there's just got to be somebody there to wrestle around with Jones, make sure he doesn't get the puck off the boards and get himself a scoring chance. Just things like that. It's just, unfortunately, it's just kind of been a theme for the Grizzlies this year, and just kind of has continued today. It's almost like for 56 minutes you can play pretty well defensively, but then you just have 2 or 3 breakdowns, and boy, it seems like teams in this league, especially the teams the Grizzlies have faced, have been good enough that they've taken advantage of those breakdowns. And so Tahoe's got a 3-0 lead. The Grizzlies have been a good second period club this season. 27 of Utah's 57 goals this year have come in the second period. The Grizzlies do have a goal in the second periods in 8 straight games. 8 straight games, Grizzlies do have a second period goal. The last time they didn't score in the second period was when they got shut out on a Sunday afternoon against the Tulsa Oilers. So we'll see, what the Grizzlies have in store for the second period. Is they're going to have to play comeback mode. They're going to have to be pretty aggressive offensively, and that might leave you a little bit shorthanded on the back end. But it's just the way it is. And you almost wonder what's being said in the locker room. I imagine that Grizzlies locker room has gone through just about every emotion they could possibly have in the course of this losing streak. There's probably been some locker rooms where there's been a lot of yelling and some things being broken. Probably been some locker rooms where it's been almost silent. If you're Ryan Canasowicz, you're probably searching deep into the coaching playbook as to, well, how do you handle it? Because this is a team right now that doesn't appear to be playing with a ton of confidence. The Grizzlies were hoping here in the first period to, kind of get a lead, get a bit of a spark, and build some confidence from there. But it just, just once Tahoe got that goal, it just seemed like, unfortunately, as what's been the case, things just kind of snowballed. And before you knew it, we were looking at the scoreboard, and it's 3-0. So we'll see what the Grizzlies have in store for the next 20 minutes of play. 4 of their games in the league, looks like 3 of them have gone final. Indy shuts out Kalamazoo 2-0. In overtime, Greenville gets a 5-4 win over Orlando. And Norfolk defeats Cincinnati 3-2. And boy, how about the Cincinnati Cyclones? They're normally a consistent winner. However, this season, the Cyclones are 3-15-3. One other game in progress. After 2 periods, Allen leads Fort Wayne 2-1. No points for former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew, who's currently playing with Fort Wayne. Spencer Asachuk and Robbie Bell Aragon have the Allen goals. Dugan has scored for Fort Wayne. That was a mid-second period goal. After 2 periods, Allen leads Fort Wayne 2-1. We'll come back and go over some NHL and NFL scores here on this Sunday afternoon. After 1 period, it's the Tahoe Knight Monsters 3 and the Utah Grizzlies 0. It's the Utah Grizzlies Radio Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your adventure.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Tahoe leads 3-0 after 1 period of play. Let's go over some NFL scores. Week 15 of the National Football League. Cowboys defeat the Panthers 30-14. Dallas goes to 6-8 on the season. Carolina falls to 3-11. Patrick Mahomes got injured in the 4th quarter, an ankle injury. He is listed as week to week. Kansas City defeats Cleveland 21-7 as the Chiefs go to 13-1 on the year. Cleveland falls to 3-11. Texans defeat the Dolphins 20-12. Jets get a long touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams, and New York defeats Jacksonville 32-25. Commanders hold on for a 20-19 victory over the Saints. Saints scored a last-second touchdown. They went for 2. It was unsuccessful as the Commanders hold on for a 1-point victory. Baltimore defeats the Giants in a rematch of Super Bowl 35. The score was 35-14. Bengals defeat the Titans 37-27. Games going on right now. Halfway through the 4th quarter, Arizona leads New England 23-10. Just getting underway in the 4th quarter, Colts lead the Broncos 13-10. Broncos are 8-5 this season. Indy is 6-7. Late 3rd quarter, in a big matchup, maybe a Super Bowl preview, Buffalo leads Detroit in Detroit 35-14. Buffalo is 10-3 on the season. Detroit is 12-1. Just getting underway in the 4th quarter, Tampa Bay leads the Chargers 30-17. And early 4th quarter, Steve Day's favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, lead Pittsburgh 27-13. There's 5 games in the National Hockey League today. One has gone final as the Blackhawks defeat the Lightning, or defeat the Islanders 5-3. So Chicago gets the victory. Connor Bedard had 1 goal and 1 assist for Chicago in the win. First intermission, Blues lead the Rangers 1-0. Late first period, Vegas and Minnesota are tied at 1. After 2 periods, Toronto leads Buffalo 4-3. And late second period, Carolina leads Columbus 4-1. We'll come back and have second period action on the other side as the Grizzlies are looking for a comeback as Tahoe leads 3-0. You've been listening to the Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get
commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
It's the Tahoe Knight Monsters 3 and the Utah Grizzlies nothing. Don't forget, later this week, the Grizzlies return home for a 3-game set against this very same Tahoe Knight Monsters team. Wednesday night's going to be a Bud Light Wednesday. It's going to be a 7:10 start as the Grizzlies take on the Tahoe Knight Monsters. And then Friday's an AFC Friday, where tickets start just $12 when you pay using your AFC debit or credit card to the Maverick Center box office. And we are really looking forward to Saturday's game, which is the final game before the Christmas break. It is the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night. Bring your ugly sweater and throw those teddy bears on the ice. And I think a lot of people, we actually saw a couple fans in Tahoe who had their teddy bears before the game, and they were kind of wondering, you know, what kind of technique you use in order to throw the teddy bears on the ice. Do you use a Frisbee motion? Do you go over the top? Do you go underhand if you have maybe a bigger teddy bear? And I see some people, and they bring these huge, and I mean huge stuffed animals that are probably bigger than some people. For me, I'd probably get a bag, maybe get 10, 12 teddy bears and just toss them one after another. In fact, what I want to see before Saturday's game is I want to see people on the concourse warming up, you know, just kind of like you would before a baseball game. Take those teddy bears and just start playing catch with somebody in the concourse, because once you get out there and once the Grizzlies score that first goal on Saturday, we want to see everybody test their arm strength. Maybe they can aim for center ice. Who knows where they're going to aim? I mean, obviously it's up to everybody as to where they want to throw those teddy bears and stuffed animals, but we want to see a good showing of teddy bears. After all, last year, Grizzlies broke a team record with over 3,600 teddy bears. Now, we've seen some other teams, the Colorado Eagles, the Grizzlies AHL affiliate, for example, had 10,000 teddy bears about. I don't know if we're going to quite get to that, but if we can get to maybe 5,000 teddy bears and just keep raising the momentum year after year with the teddy bear toss, it's going to become one of the great traditions. It really is one of the great traditions in all of hockey, and we want to have that continue here at Maverick Center as Utah's pro hockey tradition is in its 30th season of professional hockey here in the Salt Lake Valley. As they show the replay of the Tahoe goals, And some of the highlights of the first period on Flow Sports, Finney Duplessis did a good job early on. Grizzlies had some looks. Briley Wood over in the left wing had a good shot. And then Cole Gallant, he had the puck taken away from him. And Gallant, if he would have had a shot right there as they show him on Flow Sports, it could have easily been a 1-0 Grizzlies lead. As Duplessis, he was outstanding there in the first 15, 16 minutes of the first period. And then Tahoe raced in with momentum. Left side shot was taken. Then right there, they show Andrew Nelson. He hit Pinard along the boards as he was celebrating the goal. That gave Tahoe a power play, and Pinard scored on it to make it 2-0. And then later on, Newell in the low slot took a shot. It bounced off the glass. Jet Jones unoccupied, got it off the boards, and fired it past Duplessis to make it 3-0. And that's where we stand heading into the second period. And you almost wonder, what kind of things are going to change the Grizzlies' momentum? What kind of luck are we going to be, what's going to turn it around? What's going to be that lucky thing that kind of gets things going? Last year for the New York Mets, it was Grimace. If I was in better shape, I'd probably take my shirt off and call the next 2 periods shirtless. We got to do something here. We got to come up with something to change momentum. Second period is underway. Grizzlies have Fonstad, Mastrodonato, and Shea out there. As the Grizzlies win the draw, but it goes deep into their own zone. As Utah will whip it out to the left wing. Somebody off the screen has it. Centering pass, Mastrodonato, shot. And that one's blocked away by Viekman. As Tahoe will push it deeper in their own zone. Loose puck, Mastrodonato runs it down. He gets there before Cholach. A stick goes laying on the ice. As now left point, shot saved by Viekman. Somebody off the screen took the shot, and we get our first whistle 27 seconds into the second period. So draws give me the Tahoe zone. Grizzlies put together some pretty good jam there in the first shift, which was led by Mastrodonato, Shea, and Fonstad. And as we mentioned in the first period, all 3 of those guys have AHL experience. Shearer is out there with Nilsson, as looks like the same forward unit's going to be out there for an extended shift. Fonstad with Shea on the right wing and Mastrodonato to the left. Fonstad wins the draw. Nilsson will fire it towards the far boards. Grizzlies escape from left to right. Left point, shot. That one's blocked away. That was taken by Shearer. Grizzlies in the left point. Shea, the speedy one, will throw it back to the far corner that he vacated. Nobody home but a Knight Monster. As over to the left side, Tahoe out to center ice, racing into the attack zone. Tabakin over to the left wing. Now lefty shot. That one goes wide. As fans keep walking in front of the cameras, so they keep changing it. We got a wide angle on the right side. Grizzlies over on the right side. Tahoe with a shot. That goes wide. And now the puck towards the left wing. Bouncing puck towards the far boards. Nilsson runs it down. And he'll slice it blue line to blue line. Pass connects. Grizzlies. Neil Shea has a tap off a Tahoe. Skate out to center ice. Grizzlies reset with a new forward unit. Briley Wood skates horizontally. Taking the puck away is Christensen. Puck goes back to Utah as they'll loft it. And puck bounces at neutral ice. Now it kicks towards the Grizzlies bench and out of play with 18:35 left in the second. Some fans hanging out between the benches, having a good time. That's a good seating experience. Right there, you put some room between the 2 benches, get a couple seats in there. They could probably charge an arm and a leg for one of those. What does a seat like that go for? Between the benches, that's got to be a $75 seat at least. 18:35 left in the second period. Utah's already taken 2 shots in the second. Tahoe's taken 1. Fairbrother talking with one of the linesmen. Draws going to be at neutral ice, Tahoe territory near the Grizzlies bench. Mastrodonato, the Canisius product. He played there for 4 seasons, and he was a teammate with the Grizzlies goaltender Jake Barcheski all 4 years. Luke Adam is listed at 6'2", 207. He looks almost taller than that. He looks like he's about 6'3" or 6'4". Adam, 34 years old. He's been playing overseas for about the last 7 or 8 years. As looks like there's something that's delaying play that must be off the screen with 18:35 left in the second. It looks like we got matching penalties. According to the score bug, McGrew is in there for Tahoe, and Andrew Nilsson is in the box for Utah. So they must have roughed each other away from the screen, and it looks like we're skating. Well, we'd have to kind of count the number of people out there. We might be skating 4-on-4. As Tahoe Out to center ice. They'll get it ahead. Christensen down the middle. Take a lefty shot. Kick saved by Duplessis. And it does look like we are skating 4-on-4, matching, I imagine, roughing minors, McGrew and Nielsen. As Fairbrother throws it towards the middle. Grizzlies, Derek Dashke gets it poked away. Now down the middle. Mastrodonado with a shot. He scores! Keaton Mastrodonado gets Utah on the board as he scores a 4-on-4 goal. 18:06 into the second period. So about 2 minutes into the second, Mastrodonado gets his first as a Grizzly, as he just casually skated down the low slot and fired it past Viekman. So now it's a 3-1 game. As Keaton Mastrodonado finds the back of the net for the first time as a Grizzly. He had 24 goals in 48 games for Idaho last season. We're still skating 4-on-4. There's 18 minutes left in the second period. Grizzlies have now scored a second period goal in 9 straight games. Tahoe's in the offensive zone, skating from right to left. As Cholot, he's over on the left side, dancing around. Now he skates towards the corner. Fonstad shadowing him. As Cholot skates back towards the left point. Now he stops. He fires towards the net wide, near side, off the end boards. Puck goes to the corner now. Tahoe around the net. They'll chip it out to the left side. Cholot with a shot, and he scores. Cholot with a one-timer from the left wing as Tahoe gets their 3-goal lead back. It's now a 4-1 game. And just as you felt like the Grizzlies were getting some momentum, Tahoe snatched it back. So Grizzlies get a 4-on-4 goal, and Tahoe gets a 4-on-4 goal. As Cholot just kind of skated towards the left circle. I don't think he was quite in the circle when he took the one-timer, stick side past Duplessis. So Knight Monsters with 4 goals on 12 shots. Utah has taken 8 shots, and obviously they got the Mastrodonado goal a minute 58 into the second period. As we're continuing to skate 4-on-4, Mastrodonado, right side, steps over the offensive line. He stops to the point, trying to get towards Shea off the near boards. Instead, Pinard took it away. Tahoe crosses center ice. Fairbrother divorces Tahoe from the puck. Grizzlies enter. Left side, Grizzlies center to Mastrodonado. Shot goes wide. He didn't get much on it. Puck to the left side. Grizzlies will feed it towards Shea. It goes off his stick. Tahoe regathers it. They skate from right to left. Knight Monsters. Saucer it ahead. 2-on-1. Pinard will skate in. He'll take a shot. And that one goes wide. Vinny might have gotten a piece of it with his blocker. Grizzlies come back the other way. Utah drops to the left side. Grizzlies skate in. Shea with a lefty shot. That goes wide. As Tabakin will push it across. Tahoe, right wing, will race out to center ice. Knight Monsters negotiate their way in the zone. Left wing, they skate in. Lefty shot saved by Duplessis. That shot was taken by Jet Jones, who's already got a goal tonight and an assist. And now we're skating 5-on-5. Nielsen will skate towards the bench. And McGrew will join the plays. The action's in the Tahoe zone. Wood centered it towards Dunn. It glanced off a Dunn skate. Puck towards the far boards. Tahoe. Jet Jones will let it go towards the near boards. Another Knight Monster gets it. Stanek will push it across in front of his net to Johnson. Home run pass to the left wing. Bounces off of McGrew's stick. Tahoe's able to dump it in deep. Knight Monsters towards the far corner. They lead 4-1. As both teams scored a 4-on-4 goal early in the second period. Both teams have been aggressive offensively. Wood steps over the line, right point, trying to get to Lebster. Pass behind him. Vietman sticked it away. As the Knight Monsters get side-checked by Lebster, Utah takes the puck. Grizzlies enter down the middle as Buell trying to get it from Nielsen, and now Tahoe takes it away. Patrick Newell skates over the line right side. He's in the right circle. Dashke in the area. Centering pass. Loggins, lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Vinny holds on with 15:36 left in the second. Boy, what end-to-end action we saw in the first 4.5 minutes of this second period. As Mastrodonado scored on a 4-on-4, and that was 1:52 into the second period. Then Cholot responded 2:26 on a one-timer with Adam Robbins getting the assists. And both teams, especially during that 2-minute 4-on-4 session, they were much more aggressive than you normally see on a 4-on-4 situation. Obviously, Utah trying to climb back into the game, and Tahoe utilizing their speed, finding a way to utilize that as well with their offensive playmaking. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from left to right as they throw it horizontally a couple times. Dashke one-hands it in. Messner chases after it, and icing is on the Grizzlies with 15:21 left in the second. Now, we never did get to see the Nilsson confrontation with McGrew. Apparently, McGrew got a high-sticky minor, and Nilsson got 2 minutes for holding the stick, according to the box score on the ECHL app. And so that is why we were skating 4-on-4. The time of both of those penalties was 1:25 into the third period. Messner will take the draw for the Grizzlies, the Wisconsin and Merrimack product. Draw won by Utah. Grizzlies slided ahead. Armstrong races across center ice, 2-on-3. He'll chip it in. He couldn't get around a Knight Monster. Fitz chases after it as well. Fitz delivers a push in the back on a Knight Monster as Armstrong knocks down cap check. Cholach behind his net. He skates pretty well for a guy 6'4", 201, 21 years old. Crosses center ice and he'll fire it into the right corner as Dashke knocks down Loggins. Tahoe up top on the right point. Knight Monsters fake it to Dodaro. Now they skate towards the left point. Now Dodaro gets it near goal line. Skating around the net with Jensen nearby. Dodaro backhands it out in front. Loggins couldn't reach it. Knight Monsters out to the near side to get it towards Loggins. He skates towards the point. He lost the puck as it goes out to center ice. Loggins gets a loose puck back. He'll fire it off the far boards. Fonstad takes it. He'll chip it towards the middle of the ice looking for Shea. And Johnny on the spot was Nate Callan. Now Masher Donato over to Fonstad. Left side. Shot. That's blocked away as Fonstad got cut into and he couldn't get a full shot off. Loggins over towards Robbins. He'll push it across to Darrow out in front. Robbins shot saved by Duplessis. Everybody hacking away. Now right side Tahoe skates in. Shot is blocked. Arm is raised by the referee as there was about 5 or 6 bodies. Now we got a fight. Loggins is in a fight with Masher Donato. Now Masher Donato and it looks like the linesman stepped in before either guy was able to get a punch off. Well, Loggins kept his gloves on. Masher Donato dropped his. As I think Loggins, he was battling with Masher Donato. And then once Loggins realized, oh boy, I'm in a fight, he decided to keep his gloves on. Both guys are going to get a seat in the penalty box. I wonder if Masher Donato, though, with his gloves being off, if he's going to get an extra 2 minutes. 13:57 left in the second period. Tahoe leads 4-1. We'll come back and figure out what the penalties look like either side. And it looks like, according to the arm motions by the referees, both penalties are just going to kind of offset. And I don't know that either team's going to get a power play. It might just be matching roughing minors. Referee's going to go to the scores table as, boy, there was a lot of action. The puck was pinballing out in front with so many people near the crease. I think they're wondering to see if the puck ended up crossing the goal line. So it looks like one of the referees is going over the video tablet as Masher Donato gets a swig of water as he looks over his right hand to make sure it's okay. Referee, I believe, is going to the tablet. They're not going to show a replay here, as I think we're seeing the same sort of video feed that they would get on the video board. Now they look it over. There was a penalty on the play. Masher Donato got dragged down by Loggins, and then Loggins pushed Masher Donato, and then Masher Donato said, hey, let's go. And Loggins kind of, as I guess they would say, he turtled a little bit. Oh, you want to go? And never mind, 13:57 left in the second. It's Tahoe 4, Utah 3, and I think is what Grizzlies fans were afraid of. It looks like 2 minutes are on the board for Masher Donato. I'm not sure if that's an extra 2 minutes or if they haven't put Loggins on the score bug as of yet. And we believe there was an initial penalty before Loggins and Masher Donato went after it. So maybe that's what the extra 2 minutes was for as they continue to kind of look it over. And I think the referee is checking to make sure that the puck didn't cross the goal line. Those two guys are in the box, but I think Masher Donato is going to get an extra 2. And then we're just kind of guessing here. It's possible Loggins and Masher Donato will get matching roughing minors. Looks like a youth team, maybe high school ages. They're in attendance. Looks like a pretty good Sunday afternoon crowd, especially considering that the weather hasn't necessarily been good in Tahoe. Why here? Guy Morgan and his crew are over in Tahoe as well. Rain, I think the Morgan Freemans are out there as they're having a good time over in Tahoe. It's the only time the Grizzlies will be here this season. So it's 4-1 with a bit of a question mark attached to it, as I think we did miss our media timeout window. As I think the referee is trying to figure out whether the puck crossed the goal line. Fans having a good time. It's 4-1 Tahoe. We're still trying to see if we can find some details. Right now, according to what we see on the score bug in the top left on the Flow Sports screen, looks like Masher Donato would get an extra 2 minutes, which would give Tahoe a power play. If you joined us late, Neil Shea's back in a Utah uniform. He scored a goal in each of Utah's first 5 games, and he got reassigned to the Grizzlies earlier today. He scored 1 goal and 2 assists in 8 games with the Colorado Eagles this season. So it looks like it's 4-1. Tahoe's on a power play as they drop the puck out of nowhere, it seems like. Actually, it was in the left circle. Grizzlies will bounce it off a Knight Monster, and Mick Messner will slice it all the way towards Viekman, who's behind his net. He'll let it go to the near corner. Taking the puck is Jake Johnson. Johnson, a big defenseman, 6 feet, 195 pounds, but looks every bit of it. Out to center ice. Tahoe skates in with ease. Left side. Hughes around the boards. Shea over in the corner. Couldn't clear it out. Tahoe now in the left wing. Stanek feeds to the near goal line. Now down the middle. Lefty shot. And that one's blocked away by Duplessis. Shot was taken by Jet Jones in the low slot. Stanek throws it to the corner. Now back to Stanek. He skates towards the left circle. He dances around. Stanek feeds it up top to Johnson, who directs it to the right side. Tahoe back towards the middle for Hughes, who throws it behind his back, but nobody was home in the left point to take it. Tahoe resets. Grizzlies make a line change. We're 7 minutes into the second period, and Tahoe leads 4-1. Tahoe fires it horizontally towards their bench. Pass goes towards Jones. Jones in the area, gets to Stanek behind the net. Stanek towards the far side, lumbers around. He gets held up by Dashke. Fairbrother over in the area. Puck chips towards the corner. As Hughes couldn't get it, Dashke will clear it out down the middle of the ice as it wobbles towards Viekman. We're late in the Tahoe power play, 33 seconds left in Tahoe's second power play of the game. Knight Monsters push it to the right side. It glanced off a stick of Christensen. As over in the near far corner, 2-on-2 battle. Patrick Newell will backhand it across. Tahoe at the near goal line. They get it up top to Kapchek. He'll slide it to his left. Adam, toe drag, lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis, and he holds on. Net front, Jake McGrew is looking to redirect it. He had Andrew Nilsson nearby. So 11 seconds, make that 13 seconds left on the score bug. 12:10 left in the second period. As Masher Donato is serving a minor penalty. Loggins is also in the box. So I wonder what the if Masher Donato got like 4 minutes worth of penalties and Loggins got 2. Looks like that was the case. Masher Donato got 4 minutes for roughing and Loggins got 2. Knight Monsters, right side. Lefty shot. That goes wide as Tabakin fired away. Now Adam, he's in the left circle. Dangles, toe drag, lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. As the Grizzlies out of the box. It's not Masher Donato, but Tahoe. They're over in the left wing. Now they skeet towards their right. Kapchek will slice it to the left for Newell. He'll take a left wing righty shot, saved by Duplessis, and he holds on with 11:44 left in the second. So Masher Donato still in the box as he has 4 minutes worth of penalties. Troy Loggins comes out of the box as well as he had 2 minutes worth of a roughing minor. Good penalty kill by the Grizzlies as they are now 1 for 2 on the afternoon. It looks like there is a timeout. Tahoe leads 4-1 halfway through the 60-minute affair. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
It's Tahoe 4, Utah 1. Keaton Mastrodonato as Utah's lone goalie scored 4-on-4 a minute 54 into the second period with Dashke and Fairbrother getting the assist. And then Tahoe responded half a minute later on a 4-on-4 goal that was scored from the left wing by Artur Cholach. Adam Robbins picked up the assist. Knight Monsters have outshot the Grizzlies 19-8, according to the ECHL box score. Vinny Duplessis for Utah saved 15 of 19, and Jesper Vikman has saved 7 of 8. Draw's going to be the Grizzlies zone, near circle. The draw won by Fonstad in Utah. As the Grizzlies try to clear it out left wing. It stays in the Grizzlies zone. Fairbrother in the area as he'll push it from one corner to the other. Dashke will sky it out to center ice. Puck bounces at the Tahoe line, where it's gathered by Tabakin. He'll backhand it ahead off the far wall. Grizzlies will skip it across. Utah will skate in. Fonstad gets cut off by Callan. Now right wing, Fairbrother. Lefty shot. Glove saved by Vikman. He holds on as the puck was along the near boards. Fairbrother skated in with the puck, and he fired away. On kind of a tough angle, but Vikman was able to hold on with 11:17 left in the second. So Draw's going to be over on the right wing. Reed Lepster will take it. Lepster missed the Kansas City series, but he was certainly a star in the two full games he had against Indy, including 2 goals on Black Friday. The Knight Monsters will loft a prayer to neutral ice, and now they skate in. Robbins dance around along the near boards. Robbins, he's now at the left point. He fires towards the net wide. He was looking for a redirection more than anything else. And now the puck back towards center ice. Shea battles. Robbins, he's over on the right side. He gets pushed by Shea. And now Shea has a kick towards the middle. Grizzlies will get it to Lepster. He'll slide it across the left side over to Shea. Shea around 2 Knight Monsters. He'll skate in. Tough angled shot goes around the net. As now Lepster to the right side. Puck back to the point. Grizzlies chip it back towards Lepster, who gets it to Shea. Shea right side, skates in, back in, shot saved by Vikman. Rebound goes towards the near corner, and Tahoe spins it around. Loose puck. Grizzlies get there as Jensen gets pushed in the side. Collins delivers a good push on Utah. That's Dashke, I believe. Grizzlies along the near boards, continues to battle. Puck at the point. Messner gets it. He'll fire towards the net. Kick saved by Vikman as it glanced off his right pad. Tahoe will slide it out to center ice to Dodaro. He gets around a Grizzly out to center ice, and he'll fire it in from the center red line. Grizzlies chip it back to neutral ice. Buell fires it back in. Vikman behind his net. Vikman's got good size at 6'4", 205. Now it looks like off the play, off the screen, whistle blows. 9:56 left in the second. Tahoe leads 4-1. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Knight Monsters 4, Grizzlies 1. And just looking at the Tahoe Knight Monsters logo, which kind of looks like a flaming horse, kind of a teal-colored horse with a very strong body. Well, if you saw a Knight Monster over in a dark alley, you'd be pretty intimidated. Although I think we're wondering about the question, who would win in a fight in an action movie? A Knight Monster or Dwayne Johnson? I don't know. Dwayne Johnson's pretty tough, and he always seems to have those weapons in those action movies. I'd actually take Dwayne Johnson in a victory over a Knight Monster. As Tahoe wins the draw, they'll spin it to the right side. Grizzlies keep it in the offensive zone. As Utah is on a power play, Tahoe broke a hockey rule, and we're not sure who it was or what they did, but Mastrodonato on the right side. He'll get it to the high slot for Dashke. He'll move it to his left for Shea. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Vikman. Rebound goes towards the far side. Now Utah gets it back up top. Mastrodonato over to Dashke, who's got 16 points this season. He has 5 power play points to lead the club. Dashke chips it to Mastrodonato on the right side. As Mastro will get to the corner, they're trying to get it back up top. It bounced off the Hughes skate. Now another Night Monster gets it, and they'll fire it past Dashke all the way towards Duplessis. Duplessis in front of his net will push it to the near side. Dashke will get the puck, but it looks like play is stopped with 9:13 left in the second. And the draw now is going to be in the Grizzly zone. I wonder if Utah committed a penalty away from the screen. The draw is going to be in the Grizzly zone. Can't imagine they blew a weird whistle there. The penalty that Tahoe got was a bench minor for too many men, 10:04 into the second. So that's why Utah's on the power play now. And it's an offense, it's a draw in the Grizzly zone. Not sure why the whistle blew the way it did, as it looked like Tahoe was just kind of clearing it. Grizzlies win the draw. Nielsen gets the new tries. He'll lay it for Wood, who slides to the left side. Puck to Manning, who trying to get it towards the far boards. Pass doesn't connect, and Tahoe clears it back out. Duplessis fires it around his net. Grizzlies, Andrew Nielsen bobbles the puck, but now he gathers it. Nielsen's strong on the power play, good passer, and a good shooter, one from either point or maybe from the right circle. Grizzlies over the line. Lebster dumps it around the wall as Lebster over in the corner. He gets pushed in the back by Tabakin. Tabakin trying to jab at it with Lebster. Lebster feeds it up top. Left point now across to Wood. He'll take a shot and he scores! Briley Wood says it might have gotten redirected, but either way, it's a power play goal for the Grizzlies, and they've cut into the lead as it's now a 4-2 game. Wood said it got redirected as Luke Manning skated to the celebration aisle first, as Wood pointed towards Manning and said he got a piece of it. And if they're right, that's Luke Manning's 4th of the year, as the Grizzlies get a power play goal for the 4th game in the last 5 contests. They now lead. They now trail 4-2. Let's see if the Grizzlies can keep some momentum after getting the power play goal, as Tahoe was called for too many men on the ice with 9:56 left in the second. There's 8:20 left as Tahoe dumps it in. Christensen over in the near corner as he'll lose the puck as it goes out towards center ice. And the camera operator having a tough time finding who gets it. Tahoe has it in their own zone. Christensen down the middle, gets around one Grizzly. Now he negotiates his way past Fonstad. Christensen with good speed. He's now to the right side, staring out to McGrew. Shot saved by Duplessis. Rebound backhand shot saved by Duplessis again. Grizzlies chipping out to center ice. Left wing, Utah gets it. Grizzlies look for a cutting Mastrodonato out in front. His shot goes wide. And Fairbrother delivers a big-time thump on a Night Monster over on the right side. Puck at center ice. As Fairbrother in the area. Puck along the near boards. And stumped deep into the Grizzlies zone. Duplessis will let it go towards Dashke, who fires it along the far boards. Tahoe gets it back at their line. Night Monsters with a soft pass. Armstrong glances it back towards Jake Johnson, who backhands to the right wing. Tahoe will fire it off the far boards. Grizzlies gather it. They cross center ice and dump it in. Beekman around his net towards the near side. They'll push it to center ice looking for Newell. As done, we'll move it back towards Manning. Manning did get the power play goal with Wood and Nielsen getting the assist, 11:35 into the second. As Tahoe will tap it off the far boards. Puck skips into the Grizzlies zone. Kabori Dunn runs after it. No icing. Dunn will pitchfork it ahead to center ice. Fitz got hit in the side. As Fitz continues to battle, puck squirts towards Dunn. He's now at center ice. He'll push it to his left. It glanced off a Grizzly stick. 6:42 and counting left in the second. Pass to center ice, connects to Stanek. He'll step over the line, veer off to the left. Stanek now in the left circle. Take a lefty shot. That misses wide. And now the Night Monsters back in the left corner. Tahoe slides into the middle. All alone's Pinard. He'll take a lefty shot, and it goes wide. He missed the net glove side on Vinny. Now high slot. Cap check. His shot is blocked by a Grizzly stick. Puck to center ice. Taking his Cole Gallant. Races to the right wing. Gallant, like a bolt of lightning, skates towards the right corner. Now he stops, reverses, back towards the right point. Lebster fires towards the net, and that's sticked away by Beekman as the puck goes out of play with 6:07 left in the second. So that power play goal was redirected by Luke Manning on the Briley Wood shot. Wood and Andrew Nielsen do get the assist for Briley Wood. He now has a point in 7 of his last 8 games and a point in 5 straight. Andrew Nielsen now has 4 assists, and this is sixth game in a Utah uniform. And for Luke Manning, he now has 2 goals in this series. He scored in the second period on Thursday. And Manning gets his 4th of the year and 2nd in his last 3 games. Draw won by the Knight Monsters with about 6 minutes left. Gentle push and a mild arc, and the Old Biscuit bounces at neutral ice. Robbins backhands it in as he was spinning around. Grizzlies over in the near circle. 5:52 and counting left in the second. Grizzlies slide it out to center ice. Puck goes to Utah. Skating down the middle is Gallant. He'll push it to Wood. Right side, he'll take a shot. And what a save by Vikman as the puck ends up deflecting out of play. As Jesper Vikman robs Briley Wood with 5:43 left in the second. Boy, golden opportunity for the Grizzlies, and Vikman just stacked the pads and denied Briley Wood his 8th goal of the year. Highway robbery, that's a felony in 10 states. Tahoe leads 4-2. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
It's the Knight Monsters 4 and the Grizzlies 2. Well, Utah just about cut into the deficit as Briley Wood had a good look on a 2-on-2. Cole Gallant fed him a pass on the right side, and Jesper Vikman denied him. 5:43 left in the second. Grizzlies have a bit of momentum. They've scored 2 second-period goals here. Utah now has a second-period goal in 9 straight games. Robbins will take the draw for Tahoe. For the Grizzlies, trying to get a number on who's taking it for them. I think it was Buell, maybe Cade Nilsson, as Tahoe shovels it ahead. Knight Monsters, Dodaro gets to center ice as Messner overskated it. And now we get a whistle. Looks like a hand pass is called. 5:34 left in the second period. Tahoe leads 4-2 as the Grizzlies are trying to climb back into this one. Draw's going to be back in the Tahoe zone, right circle. Knight Monsters got first period goals from Sloan Stanek, Simone Pinard, and Jet Jones. Keaton Mastrodonato scored a 4-on-4 goal for Utah, 1:54 into the second. It's his first in the Grizzlies uniform. On that same 4-on-4, Artur Cholot scored for Tahoe, 2:26 in. Grizzlies got a power play goal. That was 11:35 in as Luke Manning redirected a Briley Wood shot. Andrew Nilsson also picked up an assist. Cameron Buell will take the draw. He's got Cade Nilsson to his left and Mick Messner to his right. Adam Robbins, the rookie out of Princeton, will take the draw. Cameron Buell, the rookie out of St. Lawrence University, the same college that Christian Horn attended. Utah wins the draw. Messner, right side shot goes wide. Cade Nilsson, he'll fire towards the net, wide from the left circle. Grizzlies get it along the right wing boards. Buell on the point. He'll fire towards the net, and that one's snatched by Vikman. Shot looked like it would have gone wide anyway, but Vikman snatched it as he extended his left arm to make the save with 5:21 left in the second. So Grizzlies are really pushing the pace here. As obviously down 2, they're looking to find a way to just fire away on Vikman. As they haven't taken a ton of shots here so far, as Utah officially only listed with 13, as opposed to Tulsa, who's taken 21. Draw towards the near corner. It's won by Tahoe. They'll move it ahead. Messner kicks it back into the Tahoe corner. Now Messner gets around Vilio, skates along the near goal line towards the net. Now a shot from the left side, saved by Vikman. As Grizzlies continue to push the pedal here. Puck to center ice. Skips towards Tahoe. Knight Monsters get to Vilio on the left wing. He'll step over the offensive line. He'll shuffle towards the left corner. Shot saved by Duplessis in the butterfly position. Grizzlies over in the corner. Buell dances around. And so push to the near goal line. Back to Buell from Dashke. Grizzlies spread the ice. Dashke behind Utah's net. Dashke's got 1 assist tonight. which came in the Mastro Donato goal. He's got a point in 12 of his 16 games this season, and he leads Utah with 14 assists on the year. He'll push it towards the near side for Mastro Donato, races to center ice. Mastro, the Canisius product, steps over the line, drops it in the left point. Neil Shea, far goal line, gets up top to Fairbrother. Fairbrother, high slot, lefty shot, got redirected by a Tahoe stick. Knight Monsters will pitch it out to the near side, center ice. We get a whistle. It looks like Tahoe might be called for icing, as there's 5:21 left in the second. So draw is going to come back towards the Knight Monster zone. Grizzlies have that forward line of Fonstad, Shea, and Mastro Donato out there. All three of those guys are on AHL contracts with the Colorado Eagles. Fonstad joined the organization a week and a half ago, signed by the Eagles, and was reassigned to the Grizzlies. Utah talking things over. Bit of an extended delay here. I believe the referee, well, it's off the screen, so we really don't know. Referee could be getting a hot dog for all we know, but we think he's at the scores table talking things over. Mastro Donato having some words with Andrew Nelson. That's both guys talking shop. Now it looks like Mastro Donato talking with one of the officials, and heavens knows what they're talking about, as Mastro Donato pointing towards the center ice penalty box area. There's 5:21 left in the second. Grizzlies are looking to salvage the third game of this series. Tahoe won 8-2 on Thursday. Aaron Aragon, who hasn't played, he didn't play last night, and he's not in the lineup tonight. He scored a goal. 3:42 into the first period. Luke Manning scored in the second period, as one of the referees is talking at the scores table about something. Grizzlies skating 5-on-5. Mastro Donato talking things over with Shea skating, as well as Fonstad. Crouched over at the faceoff dot is Jet Jones. He'll take the draw for Tahoe when we return to live action. Make sure to join us later this week as the Grizzlies and Knight Monsters two-city 6-game excursion continues at Maverick Center. I don't even know if excursion is the right word. It's just something I made up there. Wednesday night's going to be a Bud Light Wednesday. Friday will be an AFCU Friday. And Saturday is the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night. All three nights will start at 7:10 in the Mountain Time Zone. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. I wonder if Utah is going to be wearing those ugly sweater specialty jerseys again this year. That was a sharp look last season. And the Grizzlies over the last 2 years have played really well in the Teddy Bear Toss game. I'm trying to remember who got last year's Teddy Bear Toss goal. I think it was Keone Texera. Might have been Kyle Mayhew. I can't really remember. I think Mayhew might have gotten the Teddy Bear Toss goal. Hopefully somebody remembers it. That might just be a trivia question that we'll have later on. As they're continuing to talk at the scoreboard, I wonder if the clock is malfunctioning. We're not really sure. There's 5:21 left in the second period, as now both referees are talking things over at center ice. As Viekman will skate towards the far corner and kind of get his legs stretched out. And Viekman, he's one of those guys that he wants one of those aisle seats on an airplane, as he is 6'4" and 205 pounds, 22-year-old out of Sweden. Looks like he's a pretty good prospect. Now there's 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the second period. So time ran out from what we thought. And so it looks like now they've got the clock right. Shea stands right next to Troy Loggins, as Jet will take the draw against an unidentified Grizzly. That is Mastro Donato. Utah wins the faceoff. Shea right side. He fires towards the net, and it's blocked. Loggins gets tripped up by Shea. Is a penalty going to be called? Duplessis touched it up. No penalty on the plays. Tahoe was trying to buy a penalty, but there was no purchase. Grizzlies out to center ice, skating 5-on-5. Shea races into the attack zone. He's just got an extra gear over everybody else. Puck goes back to center ice. Grizzlies reset. Nielsen back in his own zone. He's a pretty good skater for a guy his size. Out to center ice. Grizzlies get it with Fonstad. He'll skate towards the corner. Puck between his legs. Fonstad very crafty as a puck handler, and he's a great skater. Mastro Donato trying to get it back towards Fonstad. Puck chips along the near board. Stanek pushes ahead, but it's picked off by Fonstad. Now Shea on the left side over to Nielsen. Shot saved by Viekman. When Nielsen got tied up by Stanek, he couldn't get all of it. As Tahoe ices the puck, we get a whistle with 3:41 left in the second. I imagine that forward line of Fonstad, Mastrodonato, and Shea are going to play big minutes here to try to get the Grizzlies back in it. Boy, Nilsson, if he would have been able to extend his stick and follow through, he might have had a little bit more on this shot. And maybe even if Beekman's able to get his pads in the way, maybe maybe it gets a rebound or something like that. Jones will take the draw for Tahoe. It's an extended shift for him as Tahoe is called for icing. Draw won by the Grizzlies. Craig Armstrong over there with Manning, who's got a second period goal, 2 goals in this series. Over to Armstrong, back to the far corner. He lets it go for Dashke. Now back to the near side. Loose puck. Manning gathers it. He'll skate towards the right point. Now Manning will backhand it ahead towards the corner that he vacated. Armstrong gets engulfed by Cholach. Behind the net, Grizzlies get it to the far corner for Fitz. Fitz left circle, all alone. Righty shot is blocked. Tahoe comes back the other way. They've got numbers. Great poke check by Manning. Manning over to the left side. Grizzlies trying to get towards Armstrong in front of the net. Instead, the Grizzlies ship it around the boards. Tahoe will ice the puck. And it looks like the whistle blows with an even 3 minutes left in the second period. A good hard-working shifts by the Grizzlies, and really, that's how you climb back into a game. It's not necessarily one barrage. It's kind of, as the old cliche goes, just taking it one shift at a time, and that's what the Grizzlies seem to be doing here. As it seems like every forward group has come in there and made some sort of positive contribution here in this second period. Wood will take the draw. He wins it. Gallant will slide it up top, but the linesman says, my bad, let's do it over again. Linesman that dropped the puck was Austin Bove, B-O-V-E. He crouches down. So does Briley Wood. Wood wins the faceoff cleanly. Right side, Kabori Dunn. Skates towards the corner. He gets divorced from the puck as Dodaro held on to him. Tahoe fires it off the near boards. Foot race. Barry Hughes gets cut off. No icing. The puck slides to the far corner for Dunn. Kabori Dunn, the Lindenwood product. Skates towards the near corner. Now the puck goes to Briley Wood. He'll fire it off the screen. Center ice. Tahoe gets it. 2:35 and counting left in the second as Tahoe leads 4-2. Knight Monsters pitch it to the left side as Tabakin trying to fire towards the net. The guy is standing right in front of the camera as Grizzlies skate in. Right side, Utah, right circle. Webster fires towards the net, and it bounced off a Tahoe stick and rolls onto Beekman, who makes a routine save with 2:19 left in the second. So draws game in the Tahoe zone. And obviously the Grizzlies had to come out with a good second period to climb back into it after falling behind 3-0. And Utah is doing what they can. And boy, we'd love to see a replay on that Briley Wood shot there that was taken with just under 6 minutes left. We wanted to see just how good of a save that was on Beekman. It's tough to track the puck sometimes. That might have been a grade A save by Beekman. If Wood would have scored on that, would have been a 4-3 game, and Utah would have had even more momentum. Tahoe skates in. Christensen, left wing. Deeks on Duplessis. Couldn't get a shot off. Now Duplessis along the near goal line. Christensen tried to bounce it off his back. And Duplessis is able to make a stop with 2:06 left in the second. When Christensen just raced down the left wing, tried to kind of shoulder fake and put a move on Duplessis. Vinny was not faked out. And eventually the save was made with 2:06 as Christensen just couldn't get much of a shot off. Blake Christensen talking things over with his captain, Luke Adam. Adam, the 34-year-old. He's got 6 goals and 10 assists coming into play tonight. Mastrodonato will take the draw for Utah. And the faceoff won by Tahoe. We're skating 5-on-5. Tahoe. Jake McGrew, left side, fires towards the net. It goes wide on a righty blast. Puck to Nilsson. Andrew Nilsson behind his net. Will push it ahead to Fonstad. Pass goes tape to tape. Fonstad dangles, neutralize, and he'll sky it in. Puck goes deep into the Tahoe zone. Knight Monsters let it go to neutral ice. Nilsson will gather it, and he'll pitch it to Fonstad, who directs it to Shea at neutral ice, Grizzlies territory. Shea over the line, trying to center it towards Mastrodonato. It's picked off by Tahoe, and they clear it back to center. Fonstad will pitch it off the screen. Grizzlies slide it to the right side. Shearer will fire it around the boards. Puck to the left wing. 2-on-2 battle. Grizzlies reverse it back to Shea on the right side. Make that Fonstad. He'll loft it off his stick. Puck bounces at the center ice logo, which is a Knight Monster. Whatever that is. Grizzlies skate in, but they're offside as there's 1:11 left in the second. All right, I did try to do a Google search on what a Knight Monster is, and the only thing that popped up was the team, the Tahoe Knight Monsters, and kind of a description. I guess you just have to go off of what the logo says. And as we mentioned, I think Dwayne Johnson could take a Night Monster unless they shoot flames out of their mouth. In that case, I think a Night Monster might have an advantage there. See if the Grizzlies can cut into the lead some more. It's 4-2 Tahoe. Neutral zone draw after the Grizzlies were called for offside. Buell wins the face-off. Puck to the right side for Fairbrother as he drags down a Night Monster. Taking the puck is Cade Nilsson. He gets a rough ride towards the near corner. He'll push it across to Messner. Backhands it up top. Now Fairbrother on the right side gets it across. Left wing, lefty shot. Saved by Viekman. That shot was taken by Mick Messner, who leads the Grizzlies in shots on goal. After the whistle, Cade Nilsson having some words with Troy Loggins. And Jet Jones says something to Cade Nilsson as both teams will now cease and desist as there's 54 seconds left in the second period. If you're watching on Flow Sports, I think the good thing, if you're a Grizzlies fan, is you're seeing a lot more action in the Tahoe zone. And we're really seeing the Grizzlies offensively playing with more assertion, playing with a little bit more confidence. Grizzlies really getting after it here in the second period. Manning will take the try, scored the second period power play goal. 11:35 in as he redirected the Briley Wood shot. Fairbrother also got an assist on, Andrew Nelson also got an assist on that Manning goal. We'll go over the scoring during the second intermission. Puck skips out to center ice. Fitz will fire back into his own zone. Grizzly saucer it to Fairbrother. He dances around, and he'll guide it across to Manning, who gets it off the far boards, and he'll dump it in. Puck skips towards the near corner. Fitz and Kapchek avoid each other. Puck to center ice. Barrett Hughes will skate in. He had a good year with South Carolina a few seasons ago. Push it towards the middle. Pinard trying to get back to Hughes in the give and go. He got occupied. Now wraparound shot around to the near side is blocked by Manning. Cholach, he's in the high slot. Manning pushes him, and the puck goes out of the zone. Great defensive work by Luke Manning. Puck ended up back in the Grizzlies' end. And across the line, there was 2 or 3 Night Monsters in there. Offside is on Tahoe. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. Referee Tyler Haskell and one of the linesmen, that's John Shaw, at the scores table, talking things over as there's 14 seconds left in the second period. Tahoe leads 4-2, and considering the Night Monsters had a 3-0 lead after one period, Grizzlies really did a good job battling here in the second period. Masha Donato scored the 4-on-4 goal, and then Cholach extended the lead to 4-1 for Tahoe. He scored 4-on-4 as well. Grizzlies got that power play goal by Manning, and it feels like ever since Grizzlies have really put the pressure on offensively. Beekman's played a pretty good game in net, and despite the fact that it looks like Utah's only had 17 shots, 12 of them in the second period, Grizzlies really look like they're putting the pressure on. So it'll be an interesting third period, especially early in the third period, to see if the Grizzlies can close the gap all that much more. Cole Gallant crouches down. He'll take the draw against Luke Adam. Gallant and Derek Dashke are playing in their 98th professional game. As off the draw, Tabakin scoops it in as he grabs his face as if he were hit with a high stick. 5 seconds left. Wood pushes to the left side. Grizzlies skate to the left wing. Lefty shot saved by Viekman. 0.7 seconds are left in the second period. Couldn't quite identify who that was. That might have been, it's the guy that's not normally on the line with Gallant. Not really sure who took the shot. So there's 0.7 seconds left in the second period, and it appears the score after 2 periods will be 4-2. The only chance Utah has here is for Gallant off the draw to just fire it towards the net. It's possible there might be some time. Duplessis comes off, obviously with less than a second left. Fonstad, he's just going to try to scoop it towards the net. Adam lifts Fonstad's stick so he couldn't get a shot off, and that will do it for 40 minutes over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. As the Night Monsters scored 3 goals in the first. Cholach scored a second period goal. The Grizzlies sandwiched the Cholach second period goal with 2 of their own. Masha Donato scored a 4-on-4 goal from the slot, 1:54 in, and then Luke Manning redirected a Briley Wood shot, 11:35 into the second. As the Grizzlies and Night Monsters each have 1 power play goal on the afternoon. We'll come back and talk some hockey on the other side. As the Grizzlies are in it, it's Tahoe 4, Utah 2, and history is on the line. Grizzlies have lost 12 in a row, which tied a team record last night, and they hope to not break that record this evening. They've got some work to do here in the third as Tahoe is looking to extend their winning streak to 7 straight games. And we'll come back and talk some hockey and recap the first two periods. Once again, the score after 40 minutes is the Tahoe Knight Monsters 4 and the Utah Grizzlies 2.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Second intermission over at Tahoe Blue Event Center in State Line, Nevada, and the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 4-2. We're trying to get some clarification on what a Knight Monster is. And apparently there's a legend of Tahoe Tessie. Tessie is the name of the mascot of the Tahoe Knight Monsters. And a Knight Monster is a fictional character that combines the honor of a knight with the ferocity of a lake monster. And because of that, I'm not sure Dwayne Johnson would have any chance in a fight against a Knight Monster, especially if the Knight Monster can shoot flames out of its mouth. I think that's the game changer. I think The Rock could probably take a Knight Monster in a fight in an action movie, but if flames start flying out, Rock's probably got no chance. As for the game, Tahoe had a 3-0 lead after one period. Sloan Stanek scored 13:06 in, as it was his 9th of the year. Simon Pinard picked up the assist, and after the goal, Pinard, as he was celebrating, got pushed along the boards by Andrew Nilsson. Nilsson got a roughing minor, 13:06 in, which was the same time that Stanek scored the goal. Tahoe got on a power play, and Pinard scored with his 14th of the year. Jones and Hughes picked up the assists. Then a couple minutes later, a shot from the low slot was taken by Patrick Newell that went wide off the glass. Puck bounced, and Jet Jones got it off the glass, got himself a good shooting angle along the near goal line, and fed it past Duplessis to make it a 3-0 game. Jones's goal was scored 16:52 into the first, with Newell and Loggins getting the assists. Tahoe outshot Utah 11-5 in the first period. Both teams had 13 shots in the second. There was a 4-on-4 situation as Andrew Nilsson got 2 minutes for holding the stick, and Tahoe's Jake McGrew got a high-sticking minor. Grizzlies got a 4-on-4 goal for, I believe, the first time this season, and it was the first 4-on-4 goal by Utah this year as Masher Donato just kind of skated down the middle, and he fired it past Viekman. It's Masher Donato's first in a Utah uniform. He did have 4 AHL goals with Texas last season, and as we mentioned, about 15,000 times this year, he had 24 goals in 48 games with the Idaho Steelheads. And so Masher Donato cut into the lead 3-1. It stayed a 4-on-4, and then Tahoe scored to make it 4-1 as Cholot scored on a one-timer from the left wing. Adam Robbins picked up the assist. Grizzlies got a power play after Tahoe got caught with too many men on the ice. The penalty was served by Blake Christensen. And late in the power play, Briley Wood took a shot from the right wing. It got redirected by Luke Manning, who found the back of the net for the second time in this series. Manning now has 4 goals on the year. Briley Wood and Andrew Nilsson picked up the assists. And so for Briley Wood, he now has a point in 5 straight games. And for Andrew Nilsson, he now has 4 assists. And this is 6th game in his 3rd different season with the Grizzlies. On the Masha Donato goal, Derek Dashke picked up an assist as he now has a helper in 7 of his last 8 games. Dashke now has a point in 12 of 16 games this year, and he leads Utah in assists with 14 on the year. Certainly when he was out for the 7 games before this week, Grizzlies really missed Derek Dashke, and Utah really does miss Brian Yoon, who's out for the 13th straight game. As Yoon is out of the Grizzlies lineup once again, and hopefully he'll be back in a few weeks, as Brian Yoon is certainly a difference-making kind of player. It stayed a 4-2 game, and I thought the Grizzlies there, once Manning scored, where they had some good looks. Briley Wood had a great A chance on the right side, and I wish I could see a replay, as I believe from what I saw, Vikman made an outstanding save. As Briley Wood was looking for his 8th goal of the year, and Utah had some really good looks after that as well, as Utah's trying to climb back into this one. They got to do it against a pretty good goaltender. Yes, for Vikman, he's a 22-year-old with an NHL contract, and I imagine, if he gets a couple lucky breaks in his career, it's possible that that guy, as we see with a lot of goaltenders in this league, we saw it with Trent Miner this year. It seems like goaltenders certainly have an easier time getting up to the higher levels, the AHL and NHL, partly because teams only have 2 or 3 on their rosters. And for a guy like Vikman, it's probably good to get him some experience here in Tahoe as opposed to sitting and maybe not getting that much playing time over in Henderson with their AHL affiliate. So Vikman has played well. He has saved 16 of 18 for Tahoe. Vinny Duplessis had a strong second period. He has saved 20 of 24. Both teams have 1 power play goal on the night. Grizzlies have yet to score a 5-on-5 goal, as Masha Donato's goal came 4-on-4, and Luke Manning, redirecting the Briley Wood shot, scored on Utah's power play, 11:35 in. Well, we'll see what the third period has in store, but when we come back, we'll go over some NFL scores. There's also 5 NHL games tonight. We'll check in on those who are living the dream and also go over the 4 ECHL scores as well. Actually, we'll go over the ECHL scores right now, as Fort Wayne got 3 goals from Jack Dugan, including the overtime game winner 55 seconds in. One of the assists went to former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew, who had 2 assists on the afternoon. Dugan's 3rd goal of the game clinched Fort Wayne's 4-3 home victory over the Allen Americans. Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals have been outstanding. Norfolk's record goes to 16-4-3 as they defeat Cincinnati 3-2. And Cincinnati's really struggled. Their record is 3-15-3 on the season. Greenville defeats Orlando 5-4 in overtime, and Indy gets a 2-0 road victory over Kalamazoo. We'll come back and go over some NHL and NFL scores on the other side. After 2 periods, Tahoe leads Utah 4-2. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
It's week 15 in the National Football League, and what a crazy game over in Detroit. There's 10 seconds left, and Buffalo leads Detroit 48-42. At one point, Buffalo had a 31-14 lead late in the third quarter, but Jared Goff has thrown a few touchdown passes, 3 touchdown passes to get Detroit back in the game. Josh Allen has 2 touchdown passes and 362 yards. He also has 2 touchdown runs. Jared Goff on the day, 5 touchdowns, including 3 late in the second half. Goff has 494 passing yards, but Buffalo leads 48-42, and the Bills have the ball with 11 seconds left. Other games that have gone final. Cowboys defeat the Panthers 30-14. Chiefs win 21-7, but Patrick Mahomes exited the game in the fourth quarter with an ankle injury. He is listed as week to week. Chiefs are 13-1 on the year. Browns fall to 3-11. Texans defeat the Dolphins 20-12. Jets get a long touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams as they defeat Jacksonville 32-25. Commanders defeat the Saints 20-19 as the Saints scored a last-second touchdown. They went for a 2-point conversion and the win, and they were denied at the goal line. Ravens defeat the Giants 31-14 in a rematch of Super Bowl 35. Bengals defeat the Titans 37-27. Cardinals eclipse the Patriots 30-17. Arizona goes to 7-7 on the year. Broncos get a big second half performance as they defeat Indianapolis 31-13. Buccaneers defeat the Chargers 40-17, and the Eagles get a 27-13 victory over Pittsburgh. Philadelphia goes to 12-2 on the season. The game that will get underway in about 25 minutes. Green Bay is at Seattle. There are 5 NHL games tonight. 3 of them have gone final. Blackhawks defeat the Islanders 5-3. It was also a 5-3 final as Toronto defeats Buffalo by that score. Carolina gets a 4-1 win over Columbus. After 2 periods, the Tahoe Knight Monsters NHL affiliate, the Vegas Golden Knights, are tied with Minnesota, 2 goals apiece after 2 periods. And the Blues, after 2 periods, lead the Rangers 3-0. The Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, will be back in action tomorrow as they take on the Vancouver Canucks. Colorado's played pretty well as of late. They've got a record of 18-14 on the season. And the next game for the Utah Hockey Club will be on Wednesday night as they take on the Vancouver Canucks. That's a game that's going to be played at Delta Center. Utah's played pretty well as of late. They've got a record of 14-11-5. Vancouver plays Colorado on Monday. Vancouver is currently 15-9-5 on the season. They're in 4th place in the Pacific Division. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a third period comeback in them. They're certainly within striking range, down just by 2. With the 2 second period goals, the Grizzlies have now scored 59 goals this season, and 29 of those goals have been in the second period. Grizzlies now have a second period goal in 9 straight games. So Utah, that's been the best period for the Grizzlies this season. Utah has struggled a little bit in both the first and third periods this year. When we come back, we will talk some hockey and eventually get to third period action as Tahoe leads Utah 4-2. It's the third of 6 straight meetings between the clubs. Last of a 3-game set over in Tahoe. Both teams will meet at Maverick Center this week. Wednesday is going to be a Bud Light Wednesday. An AFC Friday will be the second game at Maverick Center, and that's going to be a 7:10 start. And the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night will be on Saturday, December 21st. That's 6 days from now. Get your stuffed animals and teddy bears to throw on the ice after Utah's first goal. I know some people like to get those big, huge stuffed animals to bring. But, hey, see if you can fit 10, maybe 15 of those stuffed animals and teddy bears and bring them on the ice. Because, after all, you want to test your arm strength if you can. And, hey, for the Grizzlies, obviously it'd be great to break a team record. As last year they had just over 3,600 teddy bears. Let's see if the Grizzlies can get even more teddy bears. After all, the Grizzlies AHL affiliate, the Colorado Eagles, recently had their teddy bear toss night, and they had over 10,000 teddy bears. I'm not sure we'd get to 10,000, but maybe we can raise the stakes a little bit with the Grizzlies teddy bear toss, which is one of hockey's great traditions. That's going to be Saturday, December 21st. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. Or if you're looking for tickets during the weekdays, business hours, call the Grizzlies at 801-988-8000. That's 801-988-8000. We'll come back and have second period action on the other side. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. Tahoe leads 4-2. The lights are out over at Tahoe Blue Event Center. Should be a fun one here in the third period as Utah is looking to close the gap and end the 12-game losing streak. And for Tahoe, they've been a hot club as they have won 6 in a row, looking to make it 7. Coming into play over the last 6 games, Tahoe has scored 33 goals. They've added another 4 here this afternoon. Derek Dashke does have 1 assist, which extends his assist lead to 14. As Dashke's been an outstanding performer for the Grizzlies. He's averaging more than a point per game. Has 17 points on the season, which leads the Grizzlies. There for a second, I thought Briley Wood had scored his 8th of the year, but he immediately pointed to Luke Manning and said that he redirected it. Manning got credited with the goal, which is his 4th of the year. Wood does have 1 assist. Wood and Dashke each came into play tonight with 16 points on the season. So Wood and Dashke are now tied with 17 points on the season. And for Briley Wood, he has 3 power play goals this year. He ends up with a power play assist. As I show some highlights of the first 2 periods, Grizzlies had a pretty good look there as Masher Donato just skated down Broadway, and he fired at stick side past Beekman. Wood had that look. They got redirected by Luke Manning. Manning was just kind of standing there, and it's kind of tough in the live shot to figure out whether he redirected it or not, but Briley Wood certainly said he did. And then the Knight Monsters, or Duplessis has made some good saves. He makes a body save on Jet Jones. Then Loggins from the left side. He was denied by Duplessis. And then the Knight Monsters got it towards Cholach. He fired away. It almost looked like Duplessis kind of lifted his right shoulder about the same time. And, I wonder, there was a Knight Monster that was nearby. I don't know that there was necessarily that much contact, but, boy, it looked like a Knight Monster got pretty close and almost made contact with Duplessis off his left shoulder. That could have been goaltender interference, but with the puck going stick side, it's one of those where it probably gets overlooked. Although, judging by the guy hanging over Duplessis' left shoulder on the Cholach goal, if Cholach would have fired a glove side, it's possible that guy runs into Duplessis, and whatever happens after that's probably incidental, as they probably call goaltender interference. We'll skate 5-on-5 to start the third period. Grizzlies will have the forward line of Shea, Fonstad, and Masher Donato from left to right. Up top is Dashke and Fairbrother. And the draw won by Tahoe as they're over in the left wing skating from left to right. Grizzlies skate from right to left in the black jerseys with white numbers and professional green trim. Icing is on Tahoe as we get our first whistle, 12 seconds into the third period. So who's going to be the hero for the Grizzlies tonight? Is it going to be Neil Shea? And if he joined us late, Shea returned to the Grizzlies earlier today after spending the first 5 games of the season with Utah. He played in 8 games with the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Shea's got a 5-game goal-scoring streak on the line for Utah, as he scored in each of Utah's first 5 games of the season. Mastrodonado joined the Grizzlies before the Tahoe series. It's his 4th game in a Utah uniform. He played in 13 games with Colorado. As Tahoe wins the draw, they get out to center ice 2-on-3. Stanek over the line. He'll veer off to the left. He'll fire it off the end boards. Fairbrother gives a rough ride to Barry Hughes as he just drags down Hughes. Grizzlies captain now goes after Hughes again as both guys wrestle. Now Hughes over Fairbrother as both guys get back to their feet. Fairbrother a little bit slower than Hughes. It looks like there's going to be a penalty on the play. Hughes is going to go to the box, and I imagine Fairbrother might do so as well. Yep, Hughes and Fairbrother both go to the penalty box. As we're 31 seconds into the third period, I imagine it's just going to be matching roughing minors. Fairbrother got the good push in on Hughes, just dragging him to the ice as both guys got physical. Hughes looking things over. Andrew Nilsson talking things with the referee, one of the 2 referees tonight. That was Chris Conway that he was talking with. It looks like we're going to skate 5-on-5 as matching roughing minors on Fairbrother and Barry Hughes. Let's see. Looks like we're actually going to skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Remember, early in the second period, we had 2 minutes worth of a 4-on-4, and both teams had scored a goal. That's when Mastrodonado scored early in the second period, and then Tahoe responded with Cholach. So we'll see if both teams are as aggressive on the 4-on-4 situation. I imagine the Grizzlies will be. Tahoe with the 2-goal lead. I imagine, you kind of wonder how aggressive they're going to be in this sort of situation. Mastrodonado will take the draw against Jet Jones. And the circle, the left circle on either side, is in the shape of a roulette wheel. So both penalties are posted on the score bug. Fairbrother for the Grizzlies and Hughes for Tahoe. We're skating 4-on-4. Tahoe wins the draw. Grizzlies jab at it. Nilsson clears it back to center ice. Tahoe still in control of the puck as they spread the ice. Knight Monsters cross center ice. Cap check over the offensive line. Lays it for Jones. Jones gets pushed in the back by Shea. Jones around the net looking for a wraparound as he can't get a shot off. Shea took his time and space away. Grizzlies get out to Mastrodonado. He races across the attack zone. Right side, stops along the boards. He'll spin it around. Cap check couldn't reach it. Shea brushed it up top. Sure, we'll throw it back to Nilsson, but all the way back in the Grizzlies zone. Nilsson runs it down at the roulette wheel as he'll skate towards the near side. Nilsson patient with his approach. Both teams a little bit more patient here in this 4-on-4 situation. Nilsson over to Fonstad, who races across center ice with good speed. He's being chased by McGrew. As Fonstad stepped over the offensive line and just laid it for a teammate. But the Grizzlies will reset as they'll backpedal into their own zone. Does Dashke turnover? Tahoe skates in, slot, righty shot, saved by Duplessis. As Dashke was behind his net, puck went off his stick, and Tahoe had a really good look. Left side, they fired a righty shot, and Duplessis makes the save. Dashke probably tells Duplessis, I owe you one, as 18:35 is left in the third, and about 56 seconds are left in the 4-on-4. Luke Adam will take the draw against Utah's Cole Gallant. A close call there as Utah turned it over the wrong place in the wrong time, but Duplessis made the save. He's played pretty well, despite the stat line only being 21 of 25. Out to center ice. Adam will slice it towards his left. He glanced off a skate. Now Tahoe dumps it in. Grizzlies chase after it as they get it over on the near side. Dashke rolls it around Utah's net as Grizzlies pitch it back towards Dashke. He's in the near side in his 98th pro game. He'll move it to the slot. Grizzlies get out to center ice. Gallant tried to chip it in. It bounced off the chest of a Knight Monster as Tahoe now in control of the puck, skating from left to right. They get to neutralize. Tahoe negotiates their way around Dashke. Puck to the right side. Knight Monsters over the line. Grizzlies poke it back to center. Tahoe runs it down as we're late in the 4-on-4. Knight Monsters get the puck as they'll ski to neutralize to get around Manning. Now they get around Kabori Dunn down Broadway. Pinard dances around. He's at the left point. Now we're skating 5-on-5. High slot. Lefty shot's blocked away. Now left side. Pinard skates in. He'll take a lefty shot, and that's sticked away by Duplessis. Behind the net. 3-on-2 battle with 3 Grizzlies out there. Utah will pitch it up top, but it stays in with Tahoe as Vilio feeds to the far corner. Tahoe skating from left to right here in the period. They skate towards a high slot. They get knocked down by Dunn. Dunn takes the puck, and he'll throw it from one blue line to the other. 3 minutes into the third period, it's still 4-2 Tahoe. Knight Monsters over the line. They lay it for the left circle. Lefty shot. That misses wide, and it kicks out of play with 16:54 left in the third. It's Tahoe 4, Utah 2. Draws going to be the Grizzlies zone as Utah's looking for that momentum to try to climb back into this one. Grizzlies will have Cade Jensen out there defensively. Mick Messner will take the face-off. The other forwards are Fitz and Lebster. Jet Jones takes a lot of the key face-offs for Tahoe. He does so here, but Utah wins the draw. Cade Jensen will sky it into the Knight Monsters zone as Cholach couldn't glove it. Jones chases after it. Cholach behind his net. Lebster trying to get it out in front towards Messner. A glance off a Tahoe stick, stays along the end boards. Cholach 2-on-2 battle. Grizzlies trying to punch it away. And Messner's trying to get the puck, and Cholach knocked it away from him as Messner delivers a wallop on Tahoe. Knight Monsters enter 3-on-3. Left side, they get it towards Newell, who collected a hot pass with great hands from Loggins. Newell around the net. He dances on the far side at the corner. So he's trying to break free of Lebster. Newell rolls it along the boards towards the near side. Grizzlies will tap it to the right point, and Utah will carry it out to center ice. Messner skates horizontally at center ice. No backhanded in. Fitz chasing after it, and he wallops Tahoe along the near corner as Armstrong races to the right side. He gets around Jones. Armstrong around Tahoe's net to the near side as he's got plenty of speed. He stops, reverses field, skates back towards the far boards, and now he loses the puck as Tahoe will chip it off the glass. Dashke keeps it in. He'll saucer it across the right side. They were looking for Armstrong. Puck stayed on a stick of Cade Nelson. He'll take a shot that's wide. Now Dashke, left point. His shot goes wide. He was looking for Armstrong to redirect it. Grizzlies will tattoo it off the far boards. Behind the net, Dashke's in deep. He backhands it out in front. Tahoe picks it off. 2-on-3. Knight Monsters cross center ice. Collins will wobble it in. Duplessis will leave it for Fairbrother, who gets it to Dashke, who's played a ton of minutes. Dashke races out to center ice. He'll throw it off the far boards. He gets around one Knight Monster, but Tahoe kicks it back to neutral ice. Tahoe carries it in, and they'll brush it towards the right side, but they're offside. Great job by the Grizzlies. All looked like they were offside. Play continues. Mastrodonato flies down the middle. He tried to get to Fonstad, and it's taken away by the Knight Monster, Simon Pinard. Tahoe enters from the left side. They throw it across. Fonstad takes it away. He's got a breakaway down the middle. He splits a double team. Fonstad skates in. Left wing, lefty shot. Saved by Viekman, and he holds on with 14:37 left in the third. Boy, Fonstad picked the pass off in the slot, and he just raced. He had two Knight Monsters nearby. He couldn't really do anything except for skate north-south. Once he got close to Viekman, kind of veered off a little bit to the left. Found a good shooting angle, but Viekman made the save with 14:37 left in the third. It was a good chance for the Grizzlies to cut into the deficit. Fonstad, as we mentioned, was surrounded by two Knight Monsters, so he really didn't have a ton of time to look for a move. He just had to kind of skate north-south and get the shot that he could. Draw one by Tahoe over in the near circle of their own zone. They skate from left to right. They pitch it out to center ice. Dumping it in is Pinard. He's got a goal tonight and 14 on the season. Shearer gets dragged down by Hughes over the near corner. Hughes loses a stick. Tahoe, high slot as Kapchek loses the puck far point. Shearer battles with Wood and a Knight Monster. As Stanek behind the net, we get a whistle as there's 14:14 left in the third. Wonder if it's a penalty either side, or maybe it was played with a high stick. Hard to say, but the draw is going to stay in the Grizzlies zone. All four officials are over in the far corner of the Grizzlies zone talking about the play. And now they cease and desist. Looks like we'll just have a draw over in the far side. Grizzlies will have Kabori Dunn and Cade Jensen on the ice. Jensen and Dunn each picked up an assist on the Dylan Fitz goal that was scored late in the second period in last night's game. It's Tahoe 4, Utah 2. There's 14 minutes and 14 seconds left in regulation. Tahoe's got a record of 14-6-1-1 on the year. They are 8-3-1-1 at home in their first year of existence. Grizzlies in their 30th year of existence, 20th year in this league. They've got a record of 5-15-2. They are 3-8-1 on the road. So once again, it looks like there's a lot of action and talk away from the screen, maybe at the center ice scores table. It's possible they're just trying to get the time right on the clock as Grizzlies kind of look things over. And with as much time being elapsed, for the Grizzlies, it gives them enough time to get their top line back on the ice. Now Daschke and Fairbrother enter. They replace Jensen and Dunn. And I imagine maybe the Grizzlies, looks like the forward line is going to be Gallant, Wood, and Lebster. Lebster, it feels like he's due. He's a guy that's an outstanding shooter, and he's got a good playmaker in Cole Gallant on the ice. Gallant's taking the face off. Briley Wood's certainly been outstanding over the last 3 weeks. Draw one by the Knight Monsters. They're in the offensive zone left point. Tahoe dance around. Now they feed it to Hughes behind the net as he gets held up by Daschke. As Daschke engulfs Hughes. Both guys are pretty big. Tahoe gets it up top. High slot. They'll chip it to the right side for Kapchek. It glanced off of his stick as he bobbled the puck. Lebster gets tripped up in the near corner. Linesmo is nearby. As Tahoe rolls along to the near corner, loose puck is gathered by Lebster. Lebster skates back towards Daschke. Now a turnover. Tahoe over on the right side. They get towards the middle. Low slot. Kapchek. Righty shot saved by Duplessis. As Wood will clear it out. As the puck skips towards Viekman, it's going to be icing on the Grizzlies with 13:34 left in the third. So Jaw's going to come back towards Vinny Duplessis, who's done a good job keeping the Grizzlies in this game. Earlier this week, goaltender Adam Scheel was recalled to the AHL's Colorado Eagles as Eagles goaltender Kevin Mandolese has suffered an injury. From what I hear, he might be out close to a month. As Scheel's up in Colorado with the Eagles. Grizzlies win the draw. Daschke will tap it off the glass. And, well, then we couldn't see where the puck ended up. I think if you're the Grizzlies, you hope it's not a delay of game penalty. It looks like puck just might have bounced off the glass now to play. It's Tahoe 4, Utah 2. We'll come back in 1 minute. We're early in the third period on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
It's Tahoe 4, Utah 2. There's 13 minutes and 29 seconds left in regulation. Tahoe's taken 2 shots in the third period. Grizzlies have 1. As Cole Fonstad had a pretty good look on a breakaway skating down the middle. He was denied by Viekman. Draw one by Tahoe. But the Grizzlies respond. We couldn't really tell where the puck ended up. Tahoe gets it in their own zone as they'll chip it ahead. As Tahoe fires a rink-wide pass towards the right corner. They're deep in the Grizzly zone. Utah skating from right to left. Knight Monsters over in the right corner. Grizzly knocks him down, although Manning's the one that lost his balance. Grizzlies will chip it across towards Manning. Skipping puck goes off a Tahoe stick. Manning gets it. He skates around Tahoe, skate in. Backhand shot. Saved by Viekman. He got held up on his side. He might not have gotten much of one off. Dunn over to the high slot. One-timer. Saved by Viekman. Boy, Fairbrother had a good look on the high slot. He fired one towards Viekman, who makes a glove save with 12:51 left in the third. A good look by Gianni Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain, who has 1 assist tonight. Has 11 points on the season, 6 goals and 5 assists. It's still Tahoe 4, Utah 2, but if the Grizzlies can get a goal here in the next couple minutes, we got ourselves quite the game. It was a 1-goal game for most of the third period last night, with Tahoe leading 3-2. And then they scored an empty netter with less than a minute and a half left in regulation. And then they scored 30 seconds later to win 5-2. Off the draw, Messner fires into traffic, and it's blocked. Puck goes back to Messner over to Jensen. One-timer, and that bounced off a teammate. And we get a whistle as Nielsen was down. Is that going to be a penalty on Tahoe? Let's see. Back to his feet was Nielsen. I wonder if it is going to be a penalty. Cross-checking is going to be the call, and it's going to be on Tahoe. Grizzlies are going to get a power play, as it looks like Jake Johnson can't believe it. But Johnson is going to go to the box as he shakes his head back and forth, as he is stunned that the penalty was on him as he knocked down Cole Gallant. 12:42 is left in the third period. Grizzlies will have Fonstad taking the face-off. He's out there with Gallant and Shea. Up top is Dashke and Mastrodonato. Draw one by Utah. Dashke in the left point will feed it to Mastrodonato on the right side. He tried to direct it back to Dashke. Tahoe anticipated the play, cut in front of them. They took the puck and cleared it out. Good defensive play by Tahoe. Dashke skates horizontally deep in his own zone. Now dropping off for Shea, who races to center ice. Shea's got outstanding speed. He'll get to Fonstad over the line. Now the puck back to neutral ice. Grizzlies have to reset. Mastrodonato slides it to his left for Fonstad. Fonstad at the Utah line. He'll cross the center red line. Drop it for Dashke. Try to get it towards Mastrodonato. He wasn't anticipating it. Tahoe gets it, and they clear it back deep into the Grizzlies zone. Utah races around Duplessis' net. Shea crosses center ice. He gets around one Knight Monster. Now gets it towards the middle. Grizzlies skate in. Mastrodonato, backhand shot. Saved by Viekman, and he holds on. But boy, Neil Shea is like lightning on skates. He just skated to the left side, entered the zone, got it to Mastrodonato, who's almost as fast. Mastrodonato just skated down the middle. He took a crafty backhand shot that Viekman made a good save on. Draws give me the left circle as we have a minute and 13 seconds or so left in the power play. Grizzlies did switch up skaters. Luke Manning will take the draw. He's got Lepster to his right. Off the drop, rolls towards Viekman, who nudges it across. Tahoe trying to clear it out. It stayed in with Nielsen. Faked out the camera operator. Nielsen left side, fakes a shot. Now he'll push it towards the near boards. Grizzlies left side, righty shot. That's blocked. Manning gets a loose puck over in the right corner. He'll feed it up top to Nielsen. Across to Wood. One-timer, and that's blocked as well. Left side, Lepster with a shot. That's blocked. Tahoe gets it in the near circle, and they'll slice it all the way towards Vinny. Duplessis plays it behind his net. As we have less than 40 seconds left in the power play. Nielsen out to center ice, crosses center. He'll chip it back for Manning. Manning already a power play goal tonight. Over to Fitz over the line. Fitz skips it towards the end boards. Manning gets hit. He lost his balance. Fitz will tap it off a Tahoe skate. Puck up top to Nielsen, left point. Back to Fitz. Fitz surveys. He's in the left circle now. Fitz lays it for Wood. Back to Nielsen. Across right side. Manning over to Nielsen. High slot. Over to Wood. One-timer. And that's blocked as it bounced off of Fitz. Puck to the right corner. Tahoe comes out with it. 3 seconds left in the power play. Tahoe will get it to Utah, who plays it with a high stick. Nielsen will lumber after it, and he'll touch it up as the whistle blows with 10:38 left in the third. Boy, Grizzlies had some looks on that power play. In particular, Briley Wood had a good look on a one-timer. But still 4-2 Tahoe. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. There's 10:38 left in the third. Grizzlies have won the shot count here in the third period, as they've been the aggressor, as Tahoe has the lead they're trying to protect. Cameron Buell will take the draw. He's got 3 goals this season, all of them assisted by Dylan Fitz. Off the draw, one by Tahoe. Right wing, lefty shots blocked. Dashke around the net. He'll push it towards the boards. Now back to center ice where it's picked off. Tahoe will backhand it back in. Duplessis behind his net. Will force it around towards the near boards. Big collision as Messner lost his balance. Fairbrother races out to center ice. Fairbrother over the offensive line. He tried to get it towards Nielsen on the left side, and Tahoe pokes it back to center ice. Anthony Collins, 1-on-3. He'll skate to the right circle, take a righty shot, and it's blocked away by Duplessis. Puck back to Dashke's in the Grizzlies zone as we're halfway through the third period. Utah has outshot Tahoe 5-2 in the third frame, but nobody has found the back of the net as the Knight Monsters still lead 4-2. Out to the left wing for Fonstad. He'll race across the attack line. He gets challenged by Pinard, and we get a whistle as the Grizzlies are offside with 9:52 left in the third period. We'll come back in 1 minute. Draws give it neutral ice as Utah trails 4-2. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your adventure.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
It's the Tahoe Knight Monsters 4 and the Utah Grizzlies 2. Tahoe led 3-0 after one period as they got goals from Sloan Stanek, Simone Pinard, and Jet Jones. Grizzlies got a second period goal from Keaton Mastrodonato, 154 in. Cholach for Tahoe made it a 4-1 game. He scored 2:26 into the second. Luke Manny got a power play goal as he redirected a Briley Wood shot, 11:35 into the second to make it a 4-2 game, and that's where it stands now. Tahoe crosses center ice. They'll fly it into the right corner. And now back to the left side. Lefty shot goes wide as Bear Hughes lets it go. Pinard will try to get it over to Hughes down the middle. Grizzlies picked it off. They'll move it out to center ice. Grizzlies cross into the attack zone. Neil Shea. He'll throw it to Mastrodonato, trying to get it back towards Shea. It stayed towards the left wing. Tahoe races out to center ice. Down the middle with a breakaway. As Simone Pinard trying to lay it back for Stanek. He'll take a shot and he scores. Pinard to Stanek to the back of the net. As that top forward line for Tahoe connects again. And it's now the Knight Monsters 5 and the Grizzlies 2. The fans at Tahoe are going nuts. 5-2 is the final score on Saturday night. And boy, Pinard just raced into the attack zone about the same speed as Stanek. Looked like Pinard's centering pass was behind Stanek a little bit. Stanek had to get a stick back towards the left side, get the puck, and get the shot, which fired past Duplessis. And with that, a stick went flying in the air out of frustration. As just like that, Grizzlies trying to climb back into it. Now it's a 3-goal game again. Off the draw, it's won by Tahoe. The Knight Monsters are looking to win their 7th in a row. Out to center ice. Lebster bouncing off of Wood, who gets to Fairbrother, enters from the right side. Fairbrother gets cut off. Tahoe rainbows it into the Grizzly zone. Bouncing puck. Crowd by Utah who fanned on it. Puck squirts towards Lebster, right side. Lebster near Dashke. As now the puck back to Dashke behind Utah's net. Dashke will force to the far side. Glanced off the glass. Tahoe keeps into the attack zone. Sorry pass. Jet Jones with a shot and it goes wide. As well, he had a good look there on Duplessis, who lost his balance towards his left. Dashke in the far corner of the Grizzlies zone gets pushed by Loggins. Now puck goes to center ice. Grizzlies race in 1-on-1. Utah steps over the line. Veers off to the left is Lebster skating towards the corner. Gets hit by Kapchek. Taking its Cholach. He'll fire it off the far wing boards. Puck lifts out to center ice. Grizzlies chase after it, and the puck must have deflected out of play as there's 8:23 left in the third period. Stanek's goal was scored 10:44 into the third, with Simone Pinard getting the lone assist. Tahoe leads the shot count 27-23. But when the Grizzlies have won the shot count this season, they've got a record of 4-2-1. But when they've been outshot this year, their record is just 1-13-1. Draws in the right circle of the Knight Monsters zone. Manning crouches down to take it for the Grizzlies, native of Minnesota. He wins the draw, right side. Armstrong fires towards the net, and that deflects wide and out of play. 8:19 left in the third. Draw is going to stay in the Tahoe zone in the right circle. Same teams will meet on Wednesday night at Maverick Center. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off, but we want to see it here at Maverick Center for the Bud Light Wednesday. Grizzlies win the draw left side. Jensen fires towards the net, and a blocker saved by Viekman. Rebound towards the left corner, and the Knight Monsters will rainbow it out to center ice. Puck hipping opposite the center ice logo. Grizzlies, Kabori Dunn got it ahead towards Armstrong, who got cut off. Manning over the line near side. He'll slice it along the boards. Armstrong runs it down. He's now on the right wing. Armstrong versus his field back to the far corner. Now he dices his way back towards the point. He'll feed it to Dunn over to Jensen. He'll whip it right back around the boards. Puck to the right side. Grizzlies will stop. Boy, Manning danced around just the way Armstrong did. Manning gets it over to Armstrong, who saucers it around the boards. Tahoe will kick it back to the near corner. Vilio's got the puck. He wears number 7. He'll move it to the far side off a Tahoe stick. Dunn runs it down to the Grizzlies zone. He'll get it across to Jensen, who's now at the Utah goal line. He'll toss it along the inboards, around the net to Dunn, back to Jensen. He's in the left wing as he'll push it ahead. Puck bounced off of Cade Nilsson and trickles towards the right corner deep in the Tahoe zone. Buell danced around the corner the way Armstrong did, and Manning over to the right point. Lefty shot is blocked away by Viekman. Skating towards the near corner is Nielsen. Messner over there as well as 2 Knight Monsters. Messner gets hit in the back twice. Buell feeds it up top to Cade Nilsson. He'll get over Andrew Nelson over to Buell. One-timer save. Rebound shot to the right side. Score! Grizzlies get their 3rd goal of the night as the puck ended up towards the right wing. And I believe getting the goal is James Shearer. Shearer gets his 1st goal of the season as he high-fives everybody on the Grizzlies bench. It's now a 5-3 game. Boy, Buell took the shot from the high slot, ricochet towards the right circle, and James Shearer was Johnny on the spot. So we still got a game here as it's a 2-goal contest as James Shearer gets his 1st of the season. Buell should get an assist on that, which would be his 1st assist of the season. For James Shearer, a couple years ago with the Grizzlies, he had 8 goals. That is Shearer's 10th goal in a Grizzlies uniform. This is 82nd career game in Utah. Grizzlies get out to center ice. Shea dumps it in. 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd period. It's 5-3 as the Grizzlies have goals from Mastrodonato, Manning, and Shearer. Back to the far side over in the corner. Tahoe, centering pass out in front. Shot! Saved by Duplessis. And after the whistle, Barry Hughes getting out in front of the net, and he wrestles around with Fairbrother. Remember, those guys got the matching roughing minors early in the 3rd period. Big stop by Vinny as Tahoe was over in the low slot. They got a centering pass out in front, and Duplessis made an outstanding body save with 6:14 left in the 3rd. Utah's 3rd goal of the night was scored by James Shearer, 13-13 in, with Cameron Buell getting his 1st assist of the season and Cade Nilsson getting his 7th of the year. So it's great to see James Shearer get on the board here this season with a goal. He also has 4 assists on the season. 2 linesmen stepped between Hughes and Fairbrother as both guys battled as Fairbrother was looking to protect his goaltender and Hughes getting out there in front of the crease. Tahoe wins the draw. They're down the middle, take a shot, and they score. Sloan Stanek was out in front. He's about halfway from the blue line to the goal line, and he just fired it past Duplessis. And it's now a 6-3 game. And once again, it's that top forward line for Tahoe getting it done. And with that, assuming it didn't get redirected, that is a hat trick for Sloan Stanek. Barry Hughes was out in front with his stick trying to redirect it. It must have been Hughes because we don't see any hats flying on the ice. Stanek scored 13:06 into the 1st period. Then Stanek scored again, 10:44 into the 3rd. And if it's his goal, it's his 3rd of the game, and it is. As I recall, I didn't see any hats going on the ice. Stanek completed the hat trick. It's 6-3 Tahoe. As the Grizzlies get it to the right side, looking for a shot by Fitz. That's blocked away. As Fitz, puck exited the zone. Fitz trying to fire it back in, but the Grizzlies are offside. As there's 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 3rd period. Stanek gets his 3rd goal of the game with Pinard, and Cholach getting the assist, 13:53 into the 3rd period. 5:40 left in the 3rd. I believe it should be the under 6 timeout. But looks like we'll play on. And just when you think the Grizzlies are gaining some momentum, boy, Tahoe takes it right away. After Shearer scored 13-13, and it took just 40 seconds for Stanek to get his third of the game as he scored from the slot. Grizzlies slice it to the left side looking for Fitz. He gets double teamed. Fitz dumps it in. Vilio chases and gets it before Fitz. As the Knight Monsters really been an offensive machine as they'll throw it into the Utah Grizzlies territory. Now they dump it in. Duplessis plays behind his net. He'll drop it with 5:10 left in the third for Nielsen. Across to Buell. Puck was tough for him to handle, but he's able to get it towards Nielsen. Now Messner at center ice will sky one on to Viekman, who drops it, and he keeps the play alive. Less than 5 minutes left in the third period. Cade Nielsen, Messner dancing around the area. Matt Messner backhands it up top to Fairbrother, across to Dashke. His shot is blocked as Tahoe gets it to the Utah line. They'll drop it. Now Tahoe back to the right wing. Tadero will chip it across. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Grizzlies get it. Utah will carry it out to neutralize. Fairbrother gets it poked away. Fairbrother gets it back as he's being shadowed by McGrew. Fairbrother over to Dashke, back to Fairbrother, who pushes to his right. Grizzlies slide it to Dashke, left wing. He'll drop it from Mastrodonado over the line. Left point, righty shot. Kick saved by Viekman, and the puck goes out of play off the protective netting. 4:17 left in the third period. Sloan Stanek has 3 goals, and the Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 6-3. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Sloan Stanek has 3 goals. Cholach has 1 goal and 1 assist. Simon Pinard has 1 goal and 3 assists. Jet Jones also with 1 goal and 1 assist. There's 4:17 left in the third period. Knight Monsters lead the Grizzlies 6-3. Grizzlies have goals from Keaton Mastrodonado, Luke Manning, and James Shearer. Nobody has more than 1 point tonight. Dashke, both Nielsen's, Andrew, and Cade have 1 assist, as does Briley Wood. Gianni Fairbrother also has 1 assist. As Tahoe out to center ice, they lead 6-3. Robbins over the line. As the Knight Monsters scored 8 goals on Thursday, another 5 last night. They've pumped in 6 this evening as they have scored 19 goals in this series. Grizzlies back in their own end, skating from right to left. Fonstad will rainbow it out towards the Tahoe line. It's gloved and dropped by the Knight Monsters. They'll fire it off the near boards near the bench area. Dunn gets to Knight Monsters territory, and he'll roll it along the boards. As Fonstad knocks down a Knight Monster as he battles with the puck, he'll spin it around. Shea lets it go to Dunn. Right side, he'll fire towards the net wide. Puck ends up on Fonstad's stick. Across towards Shea, who swings and misses on a one-time attempt. Puck will carry out to center ice. Tahoe gets hit. Taking the puck is Fonstad. Actually, Fonstad accepts it from an unidentified player. He steps over the offensive line. Stanek took him off the puck. Tahoe spins it out to center ice left wing. Now they drive it in. Puck to the right side. Hughes centers it. Bounced off a Lebster stick on to Duplessis, who covers up with 3:05 left in the third. The Grizzlies were hoping to not set some team history here today. 30th year of Utah Grizzlies history. The longest losing streak was 12 games, which was set in March. It was actually the entire month of March 2008. Where the Grizzlies lost 12 straight games. And today would mark the 13th in a row off the draw. Loggins with a shot, and he scores. As he fired away from the slot after Tahoe won the draw. It is now 7-3. as the 20th goal scored by Tahoe in this 3-game series. Troy Loggins, who scored a big goal in the second period last night, high-fives everybody on the Tahoe bench. He gets his 10th goal of the season. And he just fired it over the right shoulder of Vinny Duplessis. And yet another day that doesn't belong to the Grizzlies. Draws at center ice. Dashke will push it across, and I'm stunned. This is too talented a team to be kind of having these breakdowns that the Grizzlies have had. As Utah, Craig Armstrong skates along the right wing. He'll take a lefty shot that's blocked. Tahoe clears it back to center ice. Grizzlies will bounce it back in near side. Puck is gathered by Johnson for Tahoe. Knight Monsters will be in town this week for 3 games at Maverick Center against the Grizzlies. Utah back at their line. Now Tahoe takes it away from Nilsson. Nilsson holds up to Darrow. Armstrong gets the puck. He'll chip it off a skate onto Manning, who races to neutral ice. So push it to his right. Grizzlies dump it in. 2:18 and counting left in the third. Grizzlies came into play, losing 15 of their last 16 games. Messner around the wall, and it's run down by Tabakin, who gets the loose puck. He'll pitchfork it out to center ice. Knight Monsters, Jake McGrew gets pushed by Messner. Duplessis will slide along the near boards. Messner couldn't play it. Right side, righty shot is sticked away by Duplessis. It's pucked to Darrow. He danced around with Nilsson nearby. Darrow gets around Nilsson, fires a sharp angle shot, actually more of a pass to the right side. Shot save. Tahoe hacking away. Nilsson comes with the puck. He'll slice along the near boards. It goes past Nate Callan, who runs it down in neutral ice, so push it across to the left wing. Knight Monsters will sky it on to Duplessis, who gloves it and immediately drops it for done. As we got 1:26 and counting left in the third. Knight Monsters on this NFL Sunday have scored a touchdown, and they added the extra point to make a 7-3 game as Loggins had scored. Tahoe out to center ice. They'll skip it near the Grizzlies bench off the wall. Cholach will push it in deeper as Jensen will get it to the far side. Masher Donato lets it go. Utah slides it to Shea, who's got a goal in 5 straight games, but he's left off the goal-scoring sheet here tonight. Puck along the boards to the left side. Grizzlies get hit along the near boards. Dunn moves it across. Puck skips towards the far wall. Masher Donato reverses it back towards Neil Shea in the left wing. He looked to center. Hot pass bounced off of Masher Donato's stick. Tahoe crosses center ice, and they will plop one into the right corner of the Grizzlies zone. Dunn gathers it. 40 seconds left as Dunn will push it to his right. Grizzlies backhand it to Armstrong with good hands. He's able to gather it. He'll move it to his right. Grizzlies in the right wing. Across off a skate. Kept in by Fitz. He'll take a left wing righty shot. That's blocked. Tahoe will fly it into the neutral ice area. Grizzlies territory. Puck is gathered. Stanek with 3 goals tonight. Centers to Hughes, who couldn't get around Fairbrother. As Luke Manning with 13 seconds left races to neutral ice. Home run past the left. Bounces off of Fitz's stick. 8 seconds left. Manning gets pushed by Hughes. Now there's 5 seconds left. Armstrong trying to jab it away, and that will do it. Grizzlies break a team record with their 13th straight loss, and the Tahoe Knight Monsters extend their winning streak to 7 games. And Tahoe, over that 7-game winning streak, they have won. They've scored 40 goals. They've averaged 5.5 goals during their winning streak. The 7-game winning streak is the longest in Knight Monsters history, as they just kind of extend that mark in their first year of existence. Well, for the Grizzlies, it's back to the drawing board, as they got 3 home games this week, including the Teddy Bear Toss on Saturday night. We hope to see you there for all 3 games in this upcoming series, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And for the Grizzlies, it has been a very, very tough start to this season. Tahoe's record goes to 15-6-1-1, and the Grizzlies, with the loss, their record falls to 5-16-2. Post-game show starts in 30 seconds. Once again, the final score is the Tahoe Knight Monsters 7 and the Utah Grizzlies 3.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
The Knight Monsters get the victory as they got 3 goals from Sloan Stanek, and just about everybody contributed. Simon Pinard had 1 goal and 3 assists. Jet Jones had 1 goal and 2 assists. Troy Loggins and Artur Cholach each had 1 goal and 1 assist. For the Grizzlies, nobody had more than 1 point as they got goals from Keaton Mastrodonato, Luke Manning, and James Shearer in that order. Let's go over the scoring. There was no score in the first 13 minutes of the game. Then Sloan Stanek scored 13:06 in from the left wing as Simon Pinard just kind of dropped it for Stanek, who scored. And then after Stanek scored, Andrew Nilsson pushed Pinard along the boards. Nilsson got a roughing minor, and that gave Tahoe a power play. And late in that man advantage, Pinard scored his 14th of the year, with Jones and Hughes getting the assists. A couple minutes after that, 16:52 in, it was Jet Jones scoring, with Patrick Newell and Troy Loggins getting the assists. Tahoe led 3-0 after one period. They outshot the Grizzlies 11-5. Mastrodonato scored a 4-on-4 goal, 154 in, with Dashke and Fairbrother getting the assist. It was Mastrodonato's first in a Utah uniform, and it's his 25th in this league as he had 24 with Idaho last season. It was a 4-on-4 for 2 minutes after Nilsson and McGrew each got matching penalties. On that 4-on-4, obviously Mastrodonato scored, but then Tahoe scored as Cholach fired away on a one-timer from the left wing. He fired it stick side past Duplessis to make it a 4-1 Tahoe lead. Grizzlies got a second period power play after the Knight Monsters were called with too many men on the ice. It was served by Blake Christensen. Grizzlies got on the board as Briley Wood shot from the right wing was redirected by Luke Manning. Manning gets his 4th of the year. Wood and Andrew Nilsson picked up the assists. Score was 4-2 at that point, and it stayed 4-2 throughout the rest of the second period. Both teams had 13 shots in the second frame. In the third period, Utah outshot Tahoe 9-3. It stayed a 4-2 game until Sloan Stanek scored 10:44 in, with Pinard getting the assist. Grizzlies got on the board with their third goal, 13-13 into the third, as James Shearer got his first of the year as he scored from the right wing. Buell and Nilsson picked up the assists. So at that point, Grizzlies were within striking range. It was 5-3. Grizzlies had to play well in the final 6.5 minutes, but they had a chance. 40 seconds after Shearer's goal, it was Sloan Stanek. He scored to make it 6-3. And with that, he completed the hat trick. Either Tahoe's fans didn't bring any hats on the ice, or they didn't show any hats being thrown on the ice, or maybe hats weren't even thrown. We're not really sure. Stanek with his third goal of the game. That came 13:53 in with Pinard and Cholach getting the assist. And then Tahoe kicked the extra point, if you will, as Loggins scored right off a draw that was won by Jet Jones. 16:58 into the third period. 3 stars of the game. Third star goes to Jet Jones, who had 1 goal and 2 assists. He was a +3, and he had 3 shots on goal. Jones is the third star. Second star is Simon Pinard, who's been one of the best rookies in the league. Actually, he's not a rookie, but Stanek's been one of the best rookies in the league. Pinard had 1 goal, 3 assists. He was a +3, and he had 4 shots. And the number 1 star is Sloan Stanek, who scored 3 goals. He was a +3 and had 3 shots. That top forward line, if the Grizzlies want to have some success later this week, Grizzlies are going to have to get control of them. Stanek, Hughes, and Pinard. As that forward line, and unfortunately, that's kind of the way it's been. It hasn't necessarily been the depth players scoring on Utah. It's been all the big guns. Remember last week it was Cade Borchard and company. Max Andreev. It was Kansas City's top line. Here this week, most of the week it was their top line, just having a week. If the Grizzlies want to find a way, and I believe that the Grizzlies, assuming the roster kind of stays the way it is, they've got 3 guys on AHL contracts who I think can be that sort of top line that we see with other teams. Fonstad, Mastrodonato, and Shea. Shea came over earlier today from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. I imagine if the Grizzlies are going to find a way to get some victories here at Maverick Center against Tahoe, that top forward line is going to have to, at the very least, match what other teams' top forward lines have met. And this week it is going to be Stanek, Hughes, and Pinard. I think the Grizzlies are probably hoping some of those guys get called up to their AHL affiliate, the Henderson Silver Knights. But, the second line also was able to have a week with Loggins and Jones and Patrick Newell contributing as well, as he had 1 assist and was a +2. I think for the Grizzlies, I think, it's just, I guess there's a reason why my blood pressure's through the roof. It's just, the thing that's maddening is the Grizzlies do have the talent. And the thing is, you go into that locker room, boy, the Grizzlies have a lot of really good guys in the locker room, a lot of great character. It's just a little bit puzzling as to what has happened during this 13-game losing streak, and Utah has now lost 16 of their last 17 games. And with that, we don't want to go over all the negativity and all the stats, but, Utah hasn't won a regulation game since November 9th, the first time they met Tahoe this year. It's kind of head scratching because, you sit there and that's just not typical of Utah Grizzlies hockey. It's just not the way that we've seen. And obviously it's a milestone year. It's kind of, the 30th year of Utah Grizzlies hockey, the 31st year, if you count the 1 year in Denver where they won the championship in the 94-95 season. But I think we know the identity of the Utah Grizzlies over the year being much different than what we've seen this season. And it's just kind of puzzling because the pieces seem to be there. You look at the individual talents of the defensemen on the club, and they're all there. When the Grizzlies do have Fonstad, Shea, and Mastrodonato, and I imagine once they get some games here in Utah and get their feet wet, they're going to be impactful players. It's great to see Briley Wood contributing the way he has, as he has a point in 5 straight games. But it's just tough to win when you're giving up 5 or 6 goals a game. And really in this 3-game series, Tahoe scored 20 goals. In Kansas City, last week, the 3-game set at Maverick Center, Kansas City had 19 goals in 3 games. So over the last 6 games, Grizzlies have given up 39 goals. It's tough to win when you literally got to score 7 to win. It's just one of those that things are going to turn around. I believe that they will. It's just, it's just kind of puzzling as to, what's been going wrong for the Grizzlies this year. As their record is now 5-16-2 on the season. Tahoe, in their first year of existence, their record is now 15-6-1-1. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not the final outcome. I'm glad the Grizzlies don't play another game in Tulsa this year. We did the best we could with what we could in terms of what we had in terms of a video feed. It was a little bit better today than what it was in the first 2 games of the series, but hopefully here at Maverick Center we'll be able to describe the action a little bit more smoothly because we'll be able to anticipate where the puck's going and things like that. Well, just like the players and coaches, I've got one dream, and that's to someday get to the National Hockey League, and hopefully someday our dreams will come true. Once again, in 2 hours and 37 minutes and in front of a crowd of 3,945, which was the largest crowd of the 3-game series, the Tahoe Knight Monsters got a hat trick from Sloan Stanek as they defeat the Grizzlies 7-3. But Utah did get goals from Keaton Mastrodonato, Luke Manning, and James Shearer. Mastrodonato and Shearer each got their first goals of the season, while Luke Manning found the back of the net for the 4th time this season. He had 2 goals in the 3-game series. Next broadcast of Grizzlies hockey will be on Wednesday night, 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. We hope to see you at Maverick Center. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. Wednesday is going to be a Bud Light Wednesday, and an AFCU Friday will be the 2nd game of the set. That's going to be on December 20th, and the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Nights will be on December 21st. We'll talk on Wednesday. Hope to see if the Grizzlies can find a way to get some wins here at home against the Tahoe Knight Monsters. Thanks for joining us today and throughout this whole season. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.